Okay, we are live. So I got Dashy Sports on with me. Again, a very, very awesome Bengals, Buckeyes, Reds fan, just like I am. He's also a Bulls fan, a Ducks fan in hockey, and FCC, of course, he supports as well. So, all right, but we're gonna be talking about the Bucks and also potentially, or we're gonna cover some of this Steelers versus Ravens game. And you know, I think we're both clear. Like fuck the Pittsburgh Steelers, fuck the Baltimore Ravens. Want one of them to go home. That's it. This is like
Yep.
this is literally in the thumbnail. Like I know it sounds kiddish, but my thumbnail literally says it all. It's poop versus pee. Can't stand these teams, but it. These two teams. One thing I'll say is they always make a great matchup.
Yep. And I'm going up against Tiny Tim in the first round of Max Pick'em tournament. So I really need to win my matchup to advance. I already give Steven Rose my two games I'm picking for tomorrow. So I'm waiting on who I'm going up against to make their picks. I'm pretty sure the Texans have this one pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah, I think the Texans got this one. So CJ Stroud wins the second playoff game, and unfortunately, Justin Herbert is still not won a playoff game.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's one of the draft picks who have not won a playoff game yet.
Like Stroud has two from the same draft class. Okay, from the same draft class. I mean, Hurts has won a few. Obviously, he's been to a Super Bowl.
Burrow has won 5.
Burrow's won 5.
Been to the Super Bowl.
He's been to a Super Bowl. Won a conference championship. But Burrow's not done, man. We're gonna be back here very soon. I feel good. What's up, Cincy Edits? He says, "Let's go, guys. How about them Buckeyes?" Yes, indeed, man. How about them Buckeyes?
I said it's all year. All right, I said it's all year. If we miss the playoffs, somebody's going to get fired. Lou Amaru was eventually fired. We also fired Frank Pollock, Marion Hobby, and James Butcher.
Absolutely. We fired, and look, I heard we're in the running for Matt Eath. Like, I really would love, he would be a great fit out here.
I mean, I understand why people want Matt Eberflus is because he's a successful defensive coordinator, but that is not a great head coach.
Yeah.
Because defensive coordinators do not make great head coaches.
No. I mean, like, yeah, he gives me those Hugh Jackson kind of vibes. Like, Hugh Jackson's an awful head coach, but like he was a good OC. When he went to Cleveland, obviously it just fell apart. But when he was in Cincinnati, I mean, he brought out a lot out of our offense. He made it a lot more creative with it, and he was trapped with Andy Dalton at quarterback. So
yeah, but we did not win the Super Bowl with him. So
we haven't won a Super Bowl yet. Yep.
And I know people will say, well, just because you just saw Sonic the Hedgehog 3 today, doesn't mean you're guaranteed anything in life. Well, guess what? Say what you want about Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Here's one bit of reminder for those out there. Joe Burrow wants may end up leaving Cincinnati one day as a Super Bowl champion. One day.
Hope so, man. Can only hope for the best.
And say what you want about Mahomes, yeah, at least he's got it done 3 times. and it's looking to get a three, NFL's first three-peat since the mid, middle of the 1960s.
All right, so we're gonna get this thing. Yeah, Mahomes and them, they got a good chance of three-peat. They do. Like them or not, they got a good chance.
I said at the beginning of the season, I will say it again. I think the Chiefs will get the three-peat because who in the AFC will have a better chance at stopping the Chiefs, and B, who on the NFC side will have a better chance of stopping the Chiefs?
I agree. I don't see a team beating Mahomes in the play like in the playoffs this year. I mean, especially at Arrowhead. If it's in Buffalo, I honestly see the Bills winning, but it's in Kansas City if they play. So, yeah. Hold, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. So yeah, Ohio State. Ever since the team up north tried to plant their flag on our field on our logo, it lit a fire under Ohio State's ass. I mean, you don't need to beat your biggest rival to win the natty, to win the title. All right. I learned that we all learned at some point that you don't need to beat your biggest rival to win the national championship. You just need to have the talent. Just like in professional sports, you don't need to beat your biggest rival to win the title. You need to have the talent. If you don't have the talent, you can't win the title. Because if the only thing you care about is beating your biggest rival and not winning titles, you don't. Then then you're guaranteed to lose a title match. A title. If you want to win championships, you don't need to beat your biggest rival to do so.
Exactly. That's what Michigan is like. Man, Michigan's still flexing that win over us, which was a fluke win.
Yeah, and they need to realize that we don't need to beat down to win the natty. Look at Alabama in 2017. Did they need to beat Auburn to win the natty? No.
No.
They just need the talent. And that's what they did.
Michigan fans are so insecure and so pathetic.
Did Alabama need to beat LSU in the regular season in 2011? No. They need to win the natty. Did Georgia need to beat Alabama in the SEC championship to win the natty? No. They need to have the talent. It all comes down to talent.
Exactly. Steel Goat says, "Go Steelers." I think we'll keep it competitive, but we're missing our offensive tackle. Ravens will win. You're not the first Steeler fan. I feel like a lot of Steeler fans are saying the Ravens will win.
And that should put the icing on the cake for this one.
Yep.
Looks like the Chargers are going to be the first playoff team in the box.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to just do the initials.
And now, if I want to watch football tomorrow, I got to go out there and snowblow.
You were planning on watching this game, right? The Steelers-Ravens game?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on the Steelers-Ravens game. My phone, well, I'll keep an eye on the other game. One of my teams when who's playing right now, the Ducks.
Yeah.
We got the Flyers tonight in Philly. And you guys didn't see my rant yesterday. You guys know how infuriated I was. All right. You guys know how infuriated I was. All right. I wanted that this past week for the Ducks was pathetic. And tonight's Steelers Ravens game's on Amazon Prime Video. So this is Amazon Prime's first ever playoff broadcast.
Oh, yeah. Let me send you the link, buddy.
I got the first game wrong, so
Yeah, I did too, bro. I picked the Chargers.
yeah, I went to see Sonic earlier today.
How was it?
I gave it a 9.9 out of 10. The only thing I don't like about it is revenge. There is no need for revenge.
I did not see it yet. I actually want to watch it so bad.
You should. It's still out in theaters.
Yeah, man. I've been kind of stuck in college for a bit now. I mean, I'm gonna head home this weekend, so hopefully, if it's still in theaters, I'll keep my eye on it. But should be a fun one.
And tomorrow's the 10th year anniversary of when we last won the Natty.
You're right. Wow, January 12th, 2015. You're right. It's been that long.
Yep. I remember
The only thing that bothers me about like this year, not bothers me, but it's like I just wish like you're gonna hear, and it doesn't bother me because we're gonna be up with the Natty and everything, but like Michigan fans, they will not stop talking about, no matter if we win the Natty or not, like they will not stop talking about the freaking Thanksgiving game, man. It is annoying. It is just I hate it.
And we're down. Ducks are down to enough for the Flyers.
Oh, great.
See, I said in my rant stream yesterday, if this Anaheim Ducks team wants to be a lifeless team, I'm going to treat them like a lifeless team.
Yeah, they don't.
I
don't watch too much hockey, but I know the Ducks are not very good. So
this is the second time this year. Give me a second. This is the second time this year I rant or rage about the Ducks.
hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Dashy's taking a break. Long time no see, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. Long time no see. I'm just doing this in my family room right now. Had to get my laptop hooked up. So
great that you're on, man.
Yeah, Chargers are guaranteed to go into the box, so I'm going to put them to the side.
Yep.
Dude, Justin Herbert's such a choker.
Oh my god, dude, CJ Stroud, like he gave him chance after chance, and Justin Herbert, he like outdid him for how like just poorly the quarterbacks played today, man.
I know one quarterback who would never choke a playoff game like
that,
like Justin Herbert did for the 2020 draft.
Unfortunately, we didn't help him out this year because of our shitty defense. How you feeling about this game, man?
Well, you guys know me. You know that I always keep it 100. I always keep it honest.
Yep.
I think we get blown out tonight.
Hey man, you're not. My roommate is not. I mean, he's a diehard Steeler fan as well. So he feels a little bit better about it than you do. But he definitely also he feels like it can be a closer game. But he feels the same way. I mean, it's like when you lose four straight heading in the playoffs. I mean, there's not much to really be too optimistic about. So I don't
Yeah.
blame you at all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just so much more than that too. I mean, like, look, I've never seen a team be on a 4-game losing streak going into the playoffs like this. I can't recall a time when it's happened,
Mm-hmm.
but it goes deeper than that, like I said, because like Mike Tomlin has lost 5 straight playoff games.
Yeah.
And in every one of them, the Steelers have given up 30 or more points. And it's not like the games have been close. Like,
Yeah.
we've been getting beaten badly in them. Like,
Right.
2017 was probably the, quote, closest one. But
Yeah.
you got to know, we were down 21-0 in the
Yeah. They
blink
were
of
playing
an eye,
catch up pretty much that whole game. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We had to Ben had to stat pad for the rest of the game because defense got us in an early deficit,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just sloppy preparation again. And then, of course, you got 2020. You lose to a Browns team who didn't even have Stefanski in that game.
Right. Yeah,
And
that Browns one that shocked me.
yeah, like that was the game for me that just made me want Tomlin gone. Like the 2018 choke when we were 7-2-1, that officially made me lose any kind of faith with him. But 2020 was when I started wanting him fired.
Yeah, I would imagine like 2019. I remember you talked about this. Like you probably got some hope restored because of that 8-8 season.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because Ben was out for pretty much the whole season.
Right.
And you got to play musical chairs at quarterback that season. And I know 8-8, 8-8 is it's not a good record,
Yeah.
but considering what the Steelers went through that season, I think a lot of fans would have taken that even if they didn't make even if we didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But how do you start 11-0 the next year and you lose 4 out of 5 and you just get blown out of the water by one of your biggest rivals of all time at home?
Yeah. Second biggest rival, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. So also with this, Tomlin is 3-8 in the playoffs since losing Super Bowl 45. He now has 7 one-and-dones, which if we lose tonight, it'll be his 8th, which is 4 times more than Cowher. The only times Cowher went one and done were 92 and 93, his first 2 seasons as head coach for us. And he'll be one and done away from tying Marty Schottenheimer for the most all time as head coach.
Wow. Yeah.
He is, in short, he's a playoff choker. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. I mean, that team in 2008, let's face it, like mostly Cowhurst players. Like,
oh, absolutely.
I 100% agree with you on that.
Absolutely. 18 out of the 22 starters in that game were Cowhurst players. 18 out of 22. And then in 45, half of them were Cowhurst team.
Right.
Yep. And, a lot of people also say that, well, the Steelers, 3 playoff wins in 13 years, and you only beat Alex Smith and Ryan Tannehill, or the Dolphins playing their backup quarterback and A.J. McCarron. I'm not really a big fan of that narrative. I don't really say that because, when you get in the playoffs, anything's possible, and you can make a run right there. Like take a look at the 2011 Giants, for example.
Yeah.
So I'm not really a big fan of that narrative. Plus, Kansas City was the 2nd seed in the AFC in 2016. But I always say that it should only be 2 playoff wins. I say it all the time because the Bengals handed us that game. Plain and simple.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, like seriously, dude. I'm not kidding. The only reason that we won that game is because Marvin Lewis out-choked Mike Tomlin. That's all there is to it. Like if
those guys.
Yeah, if Marvin Lewis had any football sense at all, here's what the Bengals would have done. They had just intercepted Landry Jones. It was under the 2-minute warning. Bengals were up by 1 point. Steelers still had all 3 timeouts left.
Yeah.
If he had any football sense at all, he would have taken 3 knees, forced us to use our timeouts, then on 4th down, kick a field goal to go up by 4. And regardless, Ben was coming back in that game. Okay, he was coming back in that game regardless.
Yeah.
And he would have had like maybe a minute to drive down the field to try and win the game with no timeouts. And he was playing on a bum arm. Typically, 9 times out of 10, you lose. Instead, he runs the ball. Hill fumbles at the very next play, gives the ball right back to us, and then obviously Vontez perfect. They just handed us that game. And that's why I say it's only 2 playoff wins.
Yeah, I mean, hate reliving that game, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So Cincinnati says, "Don't make me relive that game, Mac, please."
Oh yeah,
No, it's true.
Hey, don't feel bad, man. There's a ton of Steeler games I don't want to relive, like Tim Tebow in 2011, which looking back on it, people look back at that game now and you're like, people are like, well, yeah, that's typical playoff Mike Tomlin right there. But back then that loss was really shocking because at that time Tomlin had gone to 2 Super Bowls. He was fresh off of just making it, and he had a 5-2 playoff record.
Yeah.
And that loss was just seen as a hiccup for him and a fluke loss. So, we look back at it now. It's like, well, yeah, that's typical Tomlin right there. But it was really shocking back then.
Yeah, they were. I mean, they were the defending conference champions.
Yeah, they were the defending AFC champs. Yeah. And then obviously Super Bowl 45. That was a tough one.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I was very young when that happened, but I watched the highlights and everything. That was a tough way to lose.
Yeah.
My roommate, he was.
I was like 15. Yeah, I was like 15 when that game happened. I was like maybe a sophomore, either like a sophomore or freshman in high school when that happened. But yeah, I kind of knew the game was over when Ben threw that pick 6.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Yeah, you can point to a lot of stuff.
The fumble.
You can point to a lot of stuff in that game to where, it cost us the game. To me, that's what cost us the game. Ben's pick 6.
Yeah, I mean,
and then of course Rashard Mendenhall with that damn fumble.
Yeah, Mendenhall was that fumble was that changed everything, and that the momentum. Oh yeah, Mac. Oh yeah, Elephant says Mac. This preview is hype. Yeah, I know there's a Steelers Ravens thing going on with Ben and Ray Lewis and everything. I saw that. So.
Yeah, I can't get it right now because with Fire Stick, I gotta wait until 8:00 exactly before I can start watching the game, which is stupid. But
I've got a stream up, and it's so fucking laggy.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I think this will be honestly. I mean, I know you think they get blown out, but I think we're in for a more competitive game here than we are in the Chargers Texans. But we'll see.
I hope. I mean, if we lose, here's the thing. If we lose tonight, can we at least look competent in a loss?
Right.
I don't think anybody expects the Steelers to win, but can we at least look competent?
Yeah. I mean,
that's all I'm asking for. Just show up.
This is all right. Out come the Pittsburgh Steelers.
There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it down to my fiance. My fiance's in the other room taking a nap.
Oh, fair enough.
That's kind of impossible for me, though.
That's totally fair. I'm especially last night that Buckeye game. I'm like half my voice is gone now.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
I'm still be able to do this to Texas fans after we beat them. We beat them 28-14 in their own backyard.
Yep.
Now we got to play Notre Dame for the Natty in Atlanta.
Yeah. And how do you like this for the Pick'em tournament? Everyone's 0-1 so far.
I'd imagine everybody
Yeah.
picked LA. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone took Houston or everyone took LA.
I even took LA.
Oh wow, the Blues are okay. Yeah, this is a packed. This is a great game. It should be, man.
It should be a packed house. And of course it's buffering.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch my sugar, and I've been drinking zero sugar pop as a weight. I'm trying to keep my sugar down.
Yeah.
I was at a movie theater earlier today watching Sonic 3. It was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I was. I also have kind of cut it. I don't drink soda anymore either. I know, Mac, you're big on fitness and all. And we've talked about it a couple times too. Like I have I just can't drink soda anymore. It's not in me. Let's see.
Yeah, and we did fire Lou Amarillo, Frank Pollock, James Betcher, and Marion Hobby 5 days ago on my first day off work because we got snowed in on Monday.
I was surprised they did something so quickly.
Ah, come on. Stupid thing is buffering.
So it was a stream.
And in case you guys didn't see my video on Monday, I let this team know how I feel. Let them feel my Scorpion Hell. Yeah, I let them know how I feel my Scorpion Hellfire rap.
And all these idiots. Okay, all these idiots on Twitter or whatever platform. Like, first of all, Twitter's stupid, but all these idiots who are saying the Bengals deserve to be here. No, they don't. Stop it.
And I caught up. And I saw Matt community post about 2021 to President Bengals fans. I posted the hashtag not my fan base.
I agree though. That is so
accurate. Yeah, it's just like it's just like Steelers fans in 2018. They're like, the Browns screwed us out of a playoff spot. No, the Steelers screwed themselves out.
Yeah, you do your job.
Yeah, like
if we would have won the first game,
if you
we would not be in this situation.
Yeah, you know how you make the playoffs that year in 2018 with the best offense? You don't tie with the Browns, who went 0-16 the year before in week 1 of the season.
Right.
2, you take advantage of several chances that the Broncos gift wrapped you in that game in Denver. 3, you don't blow a 23-7 halftime lead against the Chargers. Or 4, you beat a 2-10 Raiders team.
Yeah, when Boswell's kickoff blocked, I believe I remember that game.
Any one of those reversed, and we wouldn't have to rely on that.
Yeah, I hate when people say like, "Oh, this team let us down." No, they didn't. You let yourself down, bro. Like the Bengals, they invented new ways to lose, and that's just what they do. They deserve everything they get.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta go pee real quick.
And now the Bengals are being accused of helping the Chiefs by firing Lou Amarillo. I mean, first off, that's complete utter bullshit. Complete ludicrous. Secondly, we needed to send a message saying we need to stop if these slow starts.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And now the Chiefs are being investigated for throwing that last game away.
Yeah, Louis and Aruma definitely cost you guys. I mean, like Burrow had an MVP season that'll never be talked about because of the team that he was on. But like your DC screwed you big time.
Exactly my point. That's why I'm happy he's gone. And now I'm hearing talks that the Bengals could be interested in Matt Eberflus. Didn't he just got fired by the Bears as head coach?
Yeah, because of his crappy game clock mismanagement.
And now you're talking about us bringing him in as a head coach. I mean, dude, come on. I know he's a great defensive coordinator, but we don't know how he's going to do with the talent this defense have. And we need a defensive tackle.
You're kidding.
And yes,
says
I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy we brought in.
All right.
We
There
drafted
you go.
Amarius Mims last season with our first round pick. And he turns out to be our future right tackle.
Yeah.
This is so dumb. Like it says the channels. Is anyone else saying that the channel's down?
I got it. I got it on
me check.
Prime. I got it on Prime Video. So
I'm just on I'm on an illegal stream right now.
if you got Prime Video, you can watch it. If you're out of market, you got Prime Video, you can watch it there.
Yeah,
You got to be kidding.
I mean, if the Ravens do somehow lose, somebody in that Ravens fan base is going to get it.
fuck the Ravens, man. All right.
And
Here we
guess
go.
who?
Let's see what's going on because
I
this
guess
is so trash.
I found out from Zach Kostoff.
Okay, here it comes.
You
Drake,
got it?
All right, I think I got it now.
Okay,
Drake
good.
betted on the Ravens to win tonight.
Yeah. All right.
I may be a little bit behind though. Like, where are you guys at right now?
I'm still at when the Kaylee Harding is speaking.
I'm at the national anthem, so
Yeah, they're sprawling out the flag. It looks like.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'll delay my reaction. I don't really. I'll delay my reaction a little bit.
I mean, you guys haven't seen how I react to Bengals games. I scream most of the time.
I get loud. I think
Buffering again. I really hate this internet.
And I gotta go out there tomorrow to snowblow, and I hate snowblowing.
Oh yeah, they're at the national anthem right now. Yeah.
Before I watch the Broncos Bills game tomorrow.
Why can't this just be on national TV?
Right.
That's
don't
what
understand.
That's what I don't get.
Not only is it it's Steelers Ravens, bro. Like,
I mean, if I want to watch a game on Prime Video, I would rather watch the Ducks play on Prime Video.
That's it. I'm turning off the TV for a little bit.
you want a site link? If you want one, I can send you one.
No, I can find one.
Okay.
I mean, thank
Some of them are
God.
down too. It's annoying.
I mean, last week we had another ejection due to the fight. This time it was Sean Murphy Bunting and Juwan Jennings who got ejected for fighting.
All right.
Well, it's not a Cardinals 49ers game without heated fights.
Nope.
I mean, and plus the Reds did trade for Gavin Lux earlier this week. I have yet to make my take on that. I will make my take.
Yeah, I haven't given.
I'll have my take on that tomorrow. Once I get done snowballing the driveway.
Why is this game not starting?
And the worst thing you could do out there is snow shovel, and it probably hurt your back.
Yeah, it says the game's supposed to start at 8 o'clock. It's 10 after 8 now.
Oh, it's like NBA timing.
I know.
NBA games don't start till like half an hour before the said time. It's so weird.
I did post it on Twitter or X. I'm calling it Twitter. I don't care.
How do y'all think the Reds do this season?
And plus, it's the 50th year anniversary of the Reds' 1975 World Series title.
Oh yeah, it is. I saw something about that. How do y'all think the Reds do this season? I don't know, man. It's kind of early to tell.
You know, I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
If the Reds play all their cards right and they got a great manager in Terry Francona, which I thought was a really solid hire,
I know.
I like their chances of winning the Central. I really do.
Do you?
I think they can challenge the Brewers because Milwaukee's offense is very inconsistent. The Reds have the offense to be able to compete. Like they do have a couple of decent bats. I just think they need to fix up the pitching a bit.
Yeah.
But like, I think Francona brings a winning culture to a team. Like, just take a look at what he did up in Cleveland for a decade.
Yeah.
You know, I like their
Look-
chances.
Look at also what he did look what he did in Boston.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. He won 2 World
Two
Series
World
with them.
Series. And like, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I feel like, but the thing is that it bothers me, and I think you feel the same way about the Brewers. They just have our number. Like,
Yeah.
it hurts, bro. Like, what we had the Central like in the second half, and then like the Brewers just kicked our ass right out of the break. It's just they're
Yeah,
an annoying team.
we can't beat them no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't matter how bad we are, how good they are, we can't beat them.
It's
Like
funny, 'cause
even
we can't beat you guys either. Like,
yeah, even from 2013 to 15 when we were making the playoffs, we couldn't beat them,
yeah.
especially in Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, Milwaukee. They had like a bad stretch there. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want to talk about?
You know how bad it is.
What's up?
Now, granted, this was when this was back when the Pirates were like in full-on tank mode, like in the late 2000s, early 2010s. It was so bad. At one point, we played the Brewers 50 times in Milwaukee from
Right.
like 2007 to like 2012. We went 5-45 against them in Milwaukee in that stretch.
My God.
Yeah, we cannot win there.
If you talk about what, but well, I did the rest of the season last season. I didn't bother watching the rest of the season. Boycotted every single game until David Bell got fired. Until I see some
Thank
change.
God we got rid of that guy. My God.
Yeah, I don't expect anything from us. I think we finished last place again.
No, I hope you guys fire freaking Shelton. He's an idiot.
Yeah, Shelton's a clown. I mean, I was never on board with Shelton to begin with, but like
Yeah.
after he pulled this, like in his first year as manager, after he pulled, I don't remember who it was, after he pulled our starter who was pitching a no-hitter against the Cubs through 5 innings, I was like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Right. I agree.
We start our season at home in a 3-game
All right.
series against
I'm
the
at kickoff.
Giants.
I'm at kickoff, so
Yeah, I think I'm about to get the kickoff too.
all right. Yep. I'll just be. I'll be there.
I'm on 2nd and 10 already.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Don't.
You're on 2nd and 10.
Dang, you're
Yeah.
ahead.
Wow, I'm way behind you.
Yeah, I'm way behind too. Well, you're a lot more behind than I am, but still, I'm still behind. But hey,
We
guys,
don't-
delay your
don't-
reactions. Like, don't react like immediately.
Yeah, 28 degrees in Baltimore.
My God.
That's football weather for you.
Yes, it is.
All right. So we got the ball first, and that's going to be a touchback. All right. All right, Corny Russ, let's see what you got.
All right.
I think it should be Fields personally, but
I'm with you.
You know us. We're not gonna bench the quarterback that got us to the playoffs.
Nope.
Although, look, 16 touchdowns, 5 picks. That's a million times better than what Kenny Pickett did all last year. But still, he has not played well especially during this losing streak.
Right.
All right, see what you got. They're gonna go shotgun here. Gets the snap, and oh my God, Muth.
I knew you wouldn't be happy with that. Yeah.
Put it right in his hands, and he drops it. 2nd and 10. Come on, man. Right in your freaking hands.
So yeah, I was watching the first game on the Nickelodeon telecast.
Yeah, I saw SpongeBob was on it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's Arthur Smith. Shotgun, Russ. And he gives it off right there. He's going to be a little bit short of the first. Is that Mount Washington right there? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yep, Mount Washington. That's what we call him.
Nah, he was just like an inch short. Yep.
Why did I got a gut feeling one of the sports seasons is going to be rigged for one of the LA teams to win the championship this calendar year?
3rd and inches.
I could see that, honestly.
3rd and inches. Just why are we going shotgun on 3rd and inches? Why? QB sneak it, man. Okay, granted, you got the first down right there, but still, it's 3rd and inches. It's not rocket science. Just QB sneak it.
And
See,
we're
that's what I'm
getting
saying. Like some of these, like they just overthink it. Like some of these coaches, man.
Yeah, and well, Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren right there. I mean, that's why I'm saying if I'm Omar Khan or if I'm the Steelers GM in general, I'm not giving Najee a 5th year, man.
I'm telling you right now. I always said this. I'm not like second guessing it. I thought Warren was just provided a spark.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
He has that pop ability that Najee don't have.
Exactly.
Najee dances around too much.
I totally agree. I
Russ,
was never big on Najee.
back to throw, right through the hands of Mike Williams, and almost said Deontay Johnson. Thank God we don't have him.
He's
Right
with the
through-
Texans now.
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson's with the Texans now.
Yeah.
Right
through the hands of Mike Williams, incomplete.
You guys' first catch as a Texan, by the way, and it was against Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers.
Oh my God, we're going I form. When's the last time you can say that about the Steelers? We went I form.
To get out of
Wow. It's a minimal pickup by Najee right there, but hey, you tried. At least you tried. At least you tried something different for a change. At least you tried. 3rd and 6. Oh, Cincy edits, you ain't seen nothing. Like, I'm trying to keep it down because my fiance's in the other room. She's trying to take a nap. But, like, you should see me, like, on any other Steeler game. I go berserk. 3rd and 6. Russ, he has all night to throw, and he's going to try to run away from pressure, and he goes nowhere because this offensive line sucks. They can't protect for him, and Russ still thinks that he's 23 years old. What a joke of an opening drive.
You want to talk about what Bengals jersey I got for Christmas? This past Christmas, I got a Marius Mims jersey for Christmas this past year.
That's awesome.
And he's our first round right pick.
Since he edits, I didn't read this. Sorry, I respect the Pirates franchise, just don't like them. But I despise the Cardinals, Cubs, and Brewers. I'm with you there.
Yeah. Oh, he muffed the punt. He's got to recover. That's going to work in our favor a little bit right there. Ravens got to go about 97 yards right there.
I know
But still, this defense, man. I mean, hopefully Lamar can still prove that he's a playoff choker, but them not having Zay Flowers in this game, it honestly kind of scares me because if you guys know anything about Mike Tomlin's teams, it's that he lets nobodies and depth players have career games. And the Ravens are probably going to be going with this Tylan Wallace kid, whatever his name is.
Tylan Wallace, yeah.
Yeah. He only has one catch. He only has 18 catches, 1 touchdown in 54 games.
Didn't the one of the Steelers defenders have trouble getting past Marius Mims the first Bengals Steelers game in Cincinnati?
Yeah, I mean, if it's any indicator at all, take a look at Tim Tebow again. Take a look at Blake Bortles. Hell, remember 2020? Ryan frickin' Finley.
I saw on Twitter that Coach Prime may block one of his sons from going Cleveland if he gets drafted by Cleveland. I think Coach Prime has a personal vendetta against Cleveland. I really do.
I do too. I don't blame him.
All right.
Mac, do you know any reason why Coach Prime has a personal vendetta against Cleveland?
Yeah, I know. It's the in-state rivalry thing.
Exactly. He played for the Reds in baseball. He wanted to be a Bengal.
Yeah. It's like Pittsburgh and Philly.
Yeah. I agree. Well, I mean, Pittsburgh, Philly, that's like more heated, but I agree with you. Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this though. I mean, like, I don't hate the Eagles. No. most times I just don't root for them. But like, you know, this Eagle team, I wouldn't mind. You know, if we don't win the Super Bowl, I wouldn't mind seeing Philly win another Super Bowl just because I want to see Saquon Barkley get a ring, and I'm a big Barkley fan.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't really hate the Eagles.
No.
You know, we only play them once every election year, basically.
Right.
Pirates and Phillies had a big rivalry in the 60s and 70s when we were in the NL East. So, but like that was well before I was born. But then, you know, I got nothing against the 76ers, but the one Philly team that I absolutely hate are the Flyers. I can't stand them.
I'm treating my Anaheim Ducks, though, as a lifeless team since they want to be a lifeless team.
And that should be a face mask right there.
And I'm treating them like a lifeless team.
That should have been the Steelers got away with a face mask right there.
I mean, and I ranted yesterday. If this Anaheim Ducks team want to be a lifeless team, I'm going to treat them like one. I don't see how we. I don't see how we win in Philly. I don't see how we win in Carolina. I don't see how we win in DC. Hell, I don't even see how we win in Tampa Bay.
All right, let's see what happens here.
41 touchdowns, 4 picks.
I'm saying it right now. If we were to play, if we play like we did again against Pittsburgh, we're going to get our asses kicked.
We gave up a lot of goals. I'll say that though. Tristan Jarry sucks. And they're going to call false start on the Ravens.
Yep.
Our defense sucks. We have a bad defense.
Ronnie Stanley with a false start.
Man. I mean, I'm the same way with like cities don't really like bode for like hatred. Like I couldn't give a rat's ass about the Orioles. I like the Orioles actually. You know?
Yeah, I like the team. I really like the team they built up there. The Orioles got a great team.
I have so much respect, and I respect the hell out of like the Guardians. Even I mean,
second and 10, fakes it. Lamar back to throw. It's caught, and he's going to be a couple yards short of the first.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins Defensive Player of the Year? I think Trey Hendrickson should get it this year.
I think it's either Hendrickson or man, who's that other guy?
Because he beat out
someone else on my mind, but Hendrickson's up there for sure.
Yeah,
he beat out.
No, not Hutchinson. He was hurt most of the year, but or no way, he was out. Not Hutchinson. What the hell am I talking about? 3rd and 2. Lamar fakes the handoff and gets us every damn time, and that's going to be a first down. I mean, we've been playing this guy 5 years, and we still get caught off guard by that. I mean, come on.
I mean, I think Hendrickson should be the Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he beat out Myles Garrett for the sacks title this year.
Myles Garrett is literally I'm not saying he's not good, but he's not as like, I don't think he's like even like
Steel Goat says, what's my opinion on the season TJ had? He's a little disappointed, not gonna lie. Well, for TJ's standards, he definitely did have a down year, and Lamar has freaking all day to throw, and he's going to pick up maybe a couple right there, but he's going to be thrown down by Benton, and it's going to be 2nd down. But, yeah, definitely for TJ's standards, this was a down year for him, but, you know, I'll tell you what, man, a down year for TJ is a career year for other linebackers, you know, but I'll say this. I think we've been kind of getting spoiled with TJ lately because we're so used to getting him like 17 to 20 sacks a year, but a little bit of a down year. I think a lot of teams have been chipping at him this year, and I think that's why his production went down. And Lamar's going to take off again, a little bit short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 at about the 27. But, yeah, I understand what you mean right there, man.
I mean, you know, the way I see it now, I'm happy that Jamar Chase won the offensive receiving triple crown round of the year. He led the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and receiving yards.
Like this.
Ren.
Another thing that. Oh yeah, did he take off again?
Oh my God, Ren! Look. Reason why reason Ohio Game Talks and I had no say in this game because it's two of our most hated teams in football. I mean, come on, Ren.
Bro, why is this
Buffering on me again. This is so stupid.
All right.
I mean, you see what you see the show who Ohio Game Talks and I have to
Yeah,
put
it's
up.
so annoying. I'm
And
not
Ren-
rooting for the Ravens, first of all.
Yeah, I'm not rooting for the Ravens neither.
I'm rooting for anybody. I'm just hoping for everybody to come out healthy.
Give me a second.
Are you serious? You know what? I'm just
Besides
going
Ren.
for a little bit.
Besides, Ren, the first Bengals game I watched was September 22nd, 2002, when we got blown out by the Falcons. Since then, I rooted for it, and watched the Bengals games over Cincinnati Bengals ever since. Really? I have my jerseys hung up because our season's over. We're on the couch. And plus, you want to talk about how I have no Bengals jerseys? People on this panel defending, I say I have more Bengals jerseys than what you claim.
All right, here we go, guys. Drive down the field. Drive down
Yeah,
the field.
my stupid TV's down again, so I just gotta. All right, so let's see. I'm just gonna watch it on my phone for a little bit. I don't want to mute this stupid group chat because. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I get so annoyed. I don't look at.
I'm in so many group chats. I hardly pay attention to either. I hardly pay attention to any of them.
I'm the same exact way.
And it's about time Henry went off. He's going to get past midfield.
Oh, God.
And it's going to be a first down. Yeah, I missed what happened because. And now my fucking phone is streaming or buffering. I hate Spectrum.
Tell me
I
about
really
it.
hate Spectrum.
No, I'm in my apartment right now. I got Spectrum. I despise it. I have to reset the router every freaking time.
Yeah. Unfortunately for me, Spectrum's the only internet provider I can get in my area. Yeah. Once me and my fiance buy a house, bye-bye Spectrum.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and the good thing is I got a Fit Watch, so I know, so I can check see where I'm at.
Fuck this. I'm more pissed off at my internet than I am at the game.
I totally get that, dude.
There's times this year I try to get.
Oh, I missed a touchdown. So it's going to be 7-0 Baltimore.
Oh, great.
To the point where I try to get the OBS running. It still was the OBS still won't let me get on.
I guess
get on to watch still won't let me stream.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, touchdown Baltimore.
This is stupid.
And
let me see the damn result.
I mean,
come on, you had no problem with this before. I mean, come on.
I also got the new Ducks jersey I got for Christmas. Trevor Seagrass.
Damn, this is so stupid. I actually can't even like my stream is like so behind now. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally.
Amazon Prime is so dumb.
I don't know why we put games on there, man.
Yeah, does Jeff Bezos really need any more money?
I agree.
Today marked the 5th postseason game in the Super Bowl era in which a Chargers quarterback threw 4+ interceptions. No other team has has more than 3 times. Jets did it twice. Chiefs did it twice. Bills did it twice. Lions did it twice. Buccaneers did it twice. The Packers did it twice. Colts did it twice. The Raiders did it 3 times.
Why is it still showing that Derrick Henry run past midfield?
That's exactly why I switched streams, because it was showing me the same exact thing.
This is so dumb. It's probably a good thing that I missed the touchdown.
Yeah.
Wish I could freaking see it.
Well, you got to scoregami.
Oh, really? In the last game?
So dumb.
The last playoff, the Chargers-Texans game, we had a scoregami. That's the 1,091st unique final score in NFL history.
Wow.
This channel is down. Yeah, no shit, it's down.
I mean, we could have done better against the Texans than the Chargers did in the playoffs. Because at least we could give them a fight.
All right, yeah, I'm at the LeBron ad, so there's like...
What, is this how I'm going to have to watch it from the menu bar up on my TV? I mean, this is pathetic. So I guess for the meantime, I'm going to have to do it like this until I can get something. Yeah, I have to turn on my TV and watch it from the menu bar.
That's...
And I can't even see the down. I can't see the score. All because my internet can't do its job, and because Roger Goodell and Jeff Bezos are both greedy bastards.
Oh, I know the feeling. I hate Roger Goodell.
I despise Roger Goodell.
Oh, we're going to pitch it back, and Russ goes nowhere. That was an epic fail right there.
And Roger Goodell had some nerve to find Jermaine Pratt $22,511 for unnecessary reference home and hit on Najee Harris.
Elephant, great question.
So I don't know what that you try a reverse exotic flea flicker right there. Nobody lead blocks. You had Mike Williams run like a 3-yard route right there, and it goes nowhere. What the hell was that?
I'm happy
Second down.
I was happy with last month or last week or
Still
whatever.
showing me the first drive. What is
Checks
wrong
it
with
down to
this thing?
Warren. Minimal gain.
Why is this is so dumb?
I was happy when Chase Brown won his final. I mean, Zeke does this all the time. Jumps in the Salvation Army bucket and does the celebrations there. How do you get fined for honoring Ezekiel Elliott? I don't understand.
I think it's third down. Rush from the gun. Throws, caught, moved, short of the first. Or no, he's fighting.
Got it.
I think he's short, though.
Oh.
Yep, short.
Monsters Inc. or Monsters University?
Monsters Inc.
I like both of them so much.
Monsters Inc. I gotta see the whole entirety of Monsters University.
I love both of them so much, though.
I like Monsters Inc. more.
Yeah. I'd say University by like a hair, but both are great.
And we're gonna punt. I'll tell you a funny, I'll tell you a funny story about Monsters Inc. though. So, me and my older brother were like 6 and 7 when it came out, You know, we were little kids.
Yeah, 2001.
And we saw it one time. I think it was about a week after it came out or something like that. It was pretty recent. And one day when it was still in the theaters,
Yeah.
my aunt was babysitting me and my brother, and she took us to the pool.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, she's like, you know, what else do you guys want to do? And, you know, me and my brother, we both like grinned at each other, and we're like, how about you take us to go see Monsters Inc.? And she's like, okay. And she's like, okay. And she's like, okay. And we're like, we haven't seen it before. And so, you know, we really want to see it. And so she was running really late or something. I don't remember exactly how, but she was running like really late.
Mhm.
And by the time we got to the theater, the movie was like halfway over with. And when we got out of the theater, she's like, well, sorry, kids, we had to miss some of it. And then me and my brother were like, oh, it's okay. We already saw it. She was so mad.
Oh, that's so funny. So that's that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, what's up, Renav? Thank you for coming, buddy. This is one of my best friends. He's always in and out of the stream. All right.
I mean, Mac, you know how much I hate shoveling snow. I do not like using a snow blower to get the snow out of my driveway.
I don't like brushing it off my car because my association takes care of the plowing, and I use that term very loosely because they just do it whenever they feel like it. But I don't like brushing it off my car.
I don't like shoveling it nor snow blowing it, and that's what I'm gonna have to do tomorrow before I watch the first Sunday game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I always park my car in the garage whenever I can.
I mean, what do you do in case you have too much snow in your driveway?
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm still like I have to like find a new stream because it's just like keeps on like going back and forth, back and forth. It's annoying.
I just saw the penalty issued against Pittsburgh. I think number 42 for illegal touch.
All right,
Cody
so
Hankins says
back in action.
Notre Dame is going to the destroyed Ohio State.
Oh, he's from my channel. He's from my channel.
I just hope they keep it close.
No, I was confused what he was saying. Is he saying we're gonna destroy them?
Or hands it off, and oh, okay, nice play right there. Second down.
Cody Hankins said Notre Dame's going to destroy Ohio
Landon
State.
Roberts right
He's
there.
from my channel. He's good people. He's an Alabama fan. He wants to see Ohio State lose.
Yeah,
Just to see.
I'm a Dame fan. I'm a Dame fan, but I'm a fair one.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they keep it close with Ohio State.
Yeah.
Zach Kostoff said he has Ohio State winning the Natty this year.
I was so happy when they beat Penn State. I do not like Penn State at all. Right.
Lamar throws swallowed up. The former Raven Pat Queen on the play there completely. Nice play by
Pat Queen. Revenge game would be sweet here.
That's Miller right there trying to get some action. It's going to be third down.
Let me see. Miller. Let me look at this real quick. You said Miller? You look. Miller.
Lamar throws first down.
Anthony Miller is number 6.
Has Notre Dame ever won a? Yeah, they've won it like in the
last time they won it was 1988.
1888.
They stay likely on the catch, by the way. Fully extending his arms up there, making a catch. First down, Baltimore.
That's likely.
We have the worst third down defense in the league, by far. We cannot get a stop on third down at all.
And tomorrow's the 10th year anniversary of the last time Ohio State won a natty.
Right.
Lamar on another draw. He's going to get past midfield, second down.
So yeah, yesterday I had a PB&J for lunch. So because I was hungry, I wanted to eat something.
Lamar throws. Whoa. I'm way behind, so I'm just gonna say whatever like reaction I have.
Lamar, dump off pass, and thankfully defense read it right there. Is going to bring up third down.
Justice Hill lost how many yards?
Right there. And that'll do it for the first quarter.
He lost what?
Wish I could see the time.
He lost what?
But it's 7-0 Ravens after the first quarter.
He lost what? 2 or 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, Peyton Wilson was on that play. I do like Peyton Wilson. I think that was a really good I think that was a really good pick by Omar Khan right there.
He gave us hell in our both Bengals Steelers games this season. He gave us hell. And speaking of the Bengals Steelers game last week, there was a missed call of the body weight too much body weight being put on Joe Burrow. Thank God he came back into the game, but that should have been too much weight on the quarterback penalty right there.
Mm-hmm.
Steel Goat says, I hate the Ravens almost as much as I hate the Cardinals. I'm right there with you, man. I can't stand both of them. With me, though, like, the thing about that is that the Steelers lead the all-time series against the Ravens, and coming into tonight, we've won 3 out of the 4 playoff matchups against them. So, like, as much as I hate the Ravens, at least the Steelers have been able to beat them. The Cardinals just own us.
I mean, you want to talk to me about St. Louis, my hatred for St. Louis
I hate
Cardinals?
the Cardinals like 10 times as much as I hate the Ravens.
I mean, Yadier Molina, you just want to.
Yeah, Yachty. I always thought that guy was a massive tool.
He's a tool.
I don't know what Cardinal fans saw in him. Like, get out of here with all this pitch framing BS and stuff like that. The guy's a very below average hitter, and he's not a good defensive catcher.
Yeah, we all do, Steel Goat.
Yeah.
We all hate the Cardinals more.
I mean, Mac knows what I wanted to do to Yachty if he was to continue to play.
But I hated him. Dude, I respected him as a player, but my God.
I mean, Mac knows what I want to do to Yachty if he were to continue to play.
I can't stand him.
The hell?
And he also, he has more personal beef with the Reds just because of the history.
I didn't enter prime with the...
He started both benches clearing brawls with the Red when he was playing with the Red against Reds. He started it with Brandon Phillips in 2010, and they started 4 years ago. He started with Nick Castellanos.
Yeah.
There we go. I think I got it for good now.
Let's go.
But this annoying stat box keeps popping up. Like, come on, get rid of that. Lamar checks it down. Justice Hill past midfield, and third down defense got to stop.
Ooh.
Third down defense got to stop for a change.
I mean,
I'm way too behind. Are they in field goal range?
I don't know if TJ Watt had trouble with Amarius Mims in both games this season. In one of the games this season.
I mean, you're trying to take him away. I mean, he's not going to have the same production. If you try to take him away,
there. I think I finally got it now. Thank God. It only took a quarter. I guess I don't have to pay for Prime when I don't know if you guys have Fire Stick or not. It's a great investment. I highly recommend it. But when you get it, you get this app called Catch on TV with it, and you can watch basically any game that you want. But I thought that with this, you had to pay for Prime. I guess you don't. So
No,
I guess that's good.
I
'cause
have
I'm
Fire
watching it
Stick
right
actually
now.
downstairs. It's great.
You know,
Yeah, Fire Stick's awesome.
Yeah.
of course,
That's why I'm in.
There's
That's why I'm in my family room right now.
that's of course I see.
Normally I'd be in my room doing it.
Of course, there's dirty laundry on the field because why not? I call flat penalty markers or flat penalty flags dirty laundry.
Right.
And the Ravens have problems. Defense have problems against in both games against the Bengals this season.
All right.
Yep, but ours had more
So
problems.
let's see what the offense does. Okay,
Matt,
guys, you're down 7-0.
Matt, who do you think the Bengals should hire as their next defensive coordinator?
I have to take a look and see who's available.
I know there's Bengals are interested.
Probably Robert Saleh. Maybe.
Yeah, that's the dream.
Hand off to Najee up the middle. Wow, Najee just running right through it right there. He's usually not a downhill runner like that. He's usually north and south, but okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking to me about what I saw from the Bengals yesterday, I've seen reports like they're interested in Matt Eberflus.
Yeah, Matt Eberflus is trash.
Yeah.
As a head coach, but he's a good defensive coordinator, but he sucks as a head coach.
He's terrible.
Yeah, I'd probably go for Robert Saleh.
I 100% I'm with you. I don't know what the Jets were thinking.
Maybe
how do you fire
either him or I don't know if Steve Wilkes is still available, but either him or Steve Wilkes.
Yeah.
If he's available.
Since the edit says I hate the Cardinals in Michigan the most. Yeah, I 100% agree with you.
I don't like Michigan, but like I got nothing against them personally, but like yeah.
Yeah. No, I hate
definitely.
I mean, Cardinals in Michigan.
3rd and 2. Empty backfield on 3rd and 2. Russ gets the snap, tosses it to Muth.
It matters where the ball is.
Incredibly close right there.
It matters where the ball is.
He's incredibly close.
It matters where the ball is. I don't want to see any more fist fights. I don't want to see any more fist fights.
It's not a Ravens Steelers game without a fist fight, though.
It looks like he's short. Yeah, just by where the ball is, I think he's short, but you got to go for it here. It's 4th and inches.
Of course, we know Mike Tomlin will want to punt.
If we punt it here, man, I mean, oh my God, why are you punting it, man?
I would have just went for it.
Inches.
I would just went for it.
It's 4th and inches, man. Why are you punting it?
I would have just went for it. I'm sorry. I would have just went for it.
We don't live in our fears, though. What do you call that? It's 4th and inches. You have a QB that can QB sneak it. It's not like we're asking for like 5 yards or something like that. We're asking for less than a yard. You have Najee, who's a downhill runner. You have Jalen Warren, who has complete explosive ability, and you're not even going to try to do it? Come on, man.
I know the feeling. I get on Zach Taylor's case all the time when he went for it on 4th and 2 twice against Denver, and there's no need to go for it. Just take the points. Just take the points. Cody Hankins asked the question there.
Do you think Deion Sanders is going to be the head coach? Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. The defense just stopped him on that 3rd down. I get it. The defense stopped him, but I mean, come on. It's not a guarantee that you're going to stop him again. And I have to stress, it's 4th and inches. If it was 4th and 5, okay. But it's 4th and inches, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah, especially like they don't got a scrub at QB like in terms of sneaking it. So
I don't know. I don't know if there are any Bengal fans on your channel, buddy, that know of my channel. But that crap right there is exactly why I get on Tomlin.
We have definitely a lot of mutuals, so I'm sure that they agree.
Hang on, I got a phone call. Hang on.
No worries.
I know the feeling. I mean, if you look at it, I scream it about this all the time. If you look at it, this way, why do you think I get on my Marvin Lewis's case all the time? I see Bengals fans defending the guy is after his first 6 seasons. And how many wins Marvin Lewis has in his first 6 seasons as our head coach against the Steelers? How many wins does Zach Taylor have in his first 6 seasons against the Steelers? Exactly. Marvin Lewis has, I think, 3 wins in his first 6 seasons against the Steelers. 3 or 4, I don't know. Probably 3. I think 3-13 in his first 6 seasons as the head coach, Marvin Lewis. And Zach Taylor, he has more wins than Marvin Lewis. Because he has 5 wins and 7 losses, while Marvin Lewis has, 3 wins and 13 losses or something like that?
Yeah.
I know Max Marvin Lewis's career, as much as I have, he could tell you Marvin Lewis's record in his first 6 seasons as our head coach compared to Zach Taylor's first 6 seasons as our head coach against the Steelers.
I can't believe Texas lost last night. I can.
Texas had a chance to tie the game, and they just fumbled it away.
Kevin says I'm jumping off a bridge. He's a Steeler fan, so makes sense.
I wouldn't do that, man. Come on.
And Celtics says go Steelers.
I mean, I know the feeling, and every your team plays bad, but I don't go out saying I'm going to do something stupid. I mean, come on.
I think he's just kidding.
I hope you're right. I mean,
Lamar takes off, and it's 3rd and short.
Sorry about that. That was my dad. But
no worries.
Yeah. Now you see what the Ravens just did on that play right there. They went for it on 3rd and inches because they know that they know the type of quarterback that Lamar is, and they know that they have a dynamic ground game. You see that is the biggest night and day difference between John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin.
Right.
And why do you think I get on Marvin Lewis's case for not going for it on 3rd and inches? I mean, if you look at Marvin Lewis's first 6 seasons as our head coach against the Steelers compared to Zach Taylor's first 6 seasons as our head coach against the Steelers, I think Zach Taylor has more wins against the Steelers in his first 6 seasons as our head coach than Marvin Lewis did.
Marvin Lewis won. Okay, he was here for like 16 years. He won 8 games against the Steelers in total.
In his first 6 seasons, I think he won 3 games. And Zach Taylor won
24 plays for the Ravens, 12 for us. We only have 54 total yards of offense. They have over 150, and they've almost doubled us up in time of possession. This game is not even a contest. The Ravens barely even have to try.
Oh, yeah. One of my friends, Kevin, here, he says he's being hyperbolic, obviously. He's saying he's jumping up, but he's a Steeler fan, so he's not very happy.
Kevin Zang says, I'm jumping off a bridge. Hey, can I join you, pal? Can I join you with some cement shoes? 1st and 10. Oh, here comes a blitz, but of course Henry's going to run right away from it. But minimal gain, second down.
I mean, I didn't think I said rage on David Bell saying most of last season saying you should run laps in the Ohio River with cement shoes.
Yeah, he should.
That's this entire coaching staff. They should all have the cement shoes, and we should drown them in the Allegheny.
You know, I actually like my
and
biggest.
That's going to be offsides.
Hold on.
Or no, they're calling a false start.
False start. Yep.
Alex Kemp is the referee tonight.
That looked like offside. Ronnie Stanley again, false start.
I think he caused the Steelers player to jump off sides there. That's what he did.
Yeah, that looked like offsides to me, but yeah, they're not going to show the replay. All right.
I mean, if you're on offense, you move.
Second quarter, 2nd and 13. Lamar back to throw all freaking night to throw, and he faces pressure. He gets away from it. He's going to pick up a first down on his freaking legs.
There's a penalty marker
on this defense at all.
Timeout. There's a penalty marker. There's a penalty marker.
Coming back though, Lamar a little slow to get up. He took a whack at the end of that play. It might be coming back though because there's a flag on the play. Please let that be on the Ravens.
They're going to decline
and
it.
It's on us. Of course. Of course it's on us. Of course it is. Of course.
Of course, Joey Porter Jr.
Oh.
My God.
Oh, of course. Defensive holding. Defensive holding. Joey Porter Jr. Never seen that before. May as well call him Joey Penalty Jr.
Yeah, I've seen many people say that.
What a bust he is. And you know that Steeler fans had a lot of high hopes for him because he takes after his pops. He is such a bust. I know it's only been 2 seasons, but I'm calling him a bust. I'm sorry. What a joke.
Do you know that George Pickens is related to Bengals legend Carl Slim Pickens?
Yep.
I did not know that, actually.
Exactly, Steel. Go. I love Joey Sr., but I'm sorry, his son is a major letdown.
Yeah.
I saw it last week. Last week I saw an old Bengals Steelers game from 1995. Every time, I know this for a fact, Jeff Blake always gives Steelers problems every time he starts against them.
And, of course, TJ gets fooled on that play again. Lamar's got an easy first down.
And same thing with Carl Pickens. Both Jeff Blake and Carl Pickens has given the Steelers problems. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times has Lamar run that exact play in this game alone? And we're still getting fooled by that. I mean, this is just pitiful. But then again, I can't get too mad at it because I expected this.
Like I said,
honestly, like, this sounds so corny, but I was getting so rageful in that Bengals Patriots game. I'm like, I can't do nothing about it. Why even get mad? This team sucks.
Exactly.
Right?
Why get mad what's the point of getting mad when you expect it?
Yeah, you expect it.
What's the point?
You can't do shit.
And we gotta play the Patriots at home again next season.
You guys should rout them.
We should. Keyword should.
Yeah.
No doubt.
We also got the Jets at home. We got the Lions at home. They haven't beaten
NFC North games. That's a tough one.
We got a tough schedule next year too.
Yep. Oh.
And they're going to toss it to Henry. Henry's got a first down because nobody on our run defense can tackle.
And thank God we got the Cardinals coming here next season.
Yeah. Yeah, next year we got a tough schedule next year too. We got to go to Detroit next year. Good God.
And Detroit has to come here where they haven't won since 1992.
And yes, I know what all the Yinzers are saying. Well, the Steelers won Super Bowl 40 in Detroit. This team is not even in the same atmosphere as the 05 team.
No,
Not
the
even in
feeling.
the same. They can't hold that 05 team's jock. Henry fights off a defender into the pylon. Touchdown, Ravens.
I mean,
And here we go again. The
I know.
Pittsburgh Steelers are once again in a double-digit deficit in the first half of a playoff game.
Know the
Never
feeling.
seen
Good job,
that
Mike
before.
G. Great job, Mike G.
Never seen that before.
I mean, know the feeling. I had to deal with Stepford apologist Bengals fans in my fan base. And that tells you some of the Steelers fans
What a
are
bunch of
who are
losers.
defending what the Steelers are doing, not and not criticizing the Steelers what they're of anything. Those are Stepford apologists in your fan base, Mac.
What a bunch of losers. I mean, you go from 10-3, from freaking 10-3, in control of your own destiny to wrap up the AFC North, possibly the number 2 seed if you play all your cards right. I mean, let's be honest, the first seed was never a question, okay? But you had a chance to possibly be the number 2 seed, and you lose 4 straight games, and it's going to be 5. What a freaking collapse.
Mac, do you remember RPF, Ranting Philly fan? Do you remember RPF?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's another thing. Our last win was a month ago against the Browns, a team that's tanking.
Yeah.
What if I tell you RPF is back on YouTube again?
I mean, it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. And, I'll even add this. Counting the last 2 times this team's been in the playoffs, I'm not kidding. This is the least confident I've been with a Steeler playoff game in my life. The least confident. And that includes last year and 2021. Because at least with 2021, it was like, well, Big Ben has playoff experience and the defense got hot at the right time. So at least maybe they can keep it a little bit close against Kansas City. And then last year, the game got moved from a Sunday to a Monday because the weather was just so bad in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So maybe that could have affected both. That maybe could have affected both teams. But then again, I should have known better. The Bills always play in that weather. Yeah. This game, I literally had no faith whatsoever. None. And here we are. It's 14-0.
Yeah.
It's 14-0.
Like you play like this, not only like in a playoff game, but against your like biggest rival ever.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's going to be Mike Tomlin's third. It's going to be Mike Tomlin's third playoff loss, and there's that asshole on the TV right now. It's going to be his third playoff loss against a division rival. Third. You know how many playoff games Bill Cowher's lost to a division rival? None. You know how many division rivals Chuck Knowles lost to? None.
0. Donut.
You know how many times Mike Tomlin's lost to a division rival? 3.
Good God.
I got this message from Big D. He has a YouTube channel. Look what he sent me.
What is that? I can't see. Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Mac, you should check this out right here. I know Desert Eagle does the same thing.
Well, NFL Memes does that all the time.
Yeah.
My face was on Desert Eagle's post, by the way. I was surprised my face was on there.
One of my friends just texted me that he's a Steeler fan. He hates this team.
They're wondering where the hell the fight is. I mean, it's Mike Tomlin in the playoffs. What'd you expect? Second down.
I was about this close for last month for getting the belt out and using it to spank the using
Second
my
and
own
2.
using my own bed, using it to spank the Browns with the belt.
Russ checks it down to Jalen Warren. That's just our second first down of the game. We're almost at halftime, and we only have 2 first downs.
Also, rest in peace to Greg Gumbel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorites.
He has so many calls that I'll never forget.
Oh, yeah.
Some of my favorite Bengals games came from him.
What's your favorite call from Greg Gumbel and Mac?
Russ, under pressure, throws out of bounds. I'm surprised that wasn't grounding.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that wasn't grounding.
Here's if you can see this is from Desert Eagle. My face is on there.
Yeah, I saw Desert Eagle does that.
My favorite
Greg Gumbel call is
Hey, Cincy edits, you're not lying. Both these games suck today.
Yeah.
You're not lying.
Desert Eagle put the bye week as the Cowboys.
2nd and 10, of course, we run the damn ball again on 2nd and 10. Jalen goes nowhere, 3rd down.
Sorry about that. Come here.
I mean, that's the pattern of the Steelers. Run, pass. Run, pass. That's all it is. That's Arthur Smith. Shotgun on 3rd and 8. Ravens call a timeout. 2:41 to go. Steel Goat says we are such a shit franchise now. We only rest on championships. We suck. We are never, dude. I said it earlier in the week. We will never win another Super Bowl with this regime. We will never win another Super Bowl with Tomlin as head coach. We might not even win another playoff game with him as a head coach. We are sure as hell never gonna. We are never gonna win another Super Bowl until either Art Rooney sells a stake to someone who actually cares about winning, or he gets his head from out of his you-know-where and actually starts making changes for the better for this franchise.
If I'm not mistaken.
We are never going to win. We are not going to win another Super Bowl with this.
Are you guys following Trevor Farnstrom and Drew Allen on Instagram?
Hell no. I hate that guy.
3rd and 8, Russ. Deep drop on 3rd and 8. He fires at the Pickens, who makes a great catch.
Of course,
there's a flag.
There's a
penalty. Oh, my God. Y'all can't catch a break.
If this is on us, oh, my goodness.
You guys cannot catch a break, man. I'm sorry.
If this is on us.
OPI.
Offensive pass interference.
Oh, my God.
George Pickens, offensive pass interference.
Man.
Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go, buddy. Way to go.
Pushed off Humphrey.
Way to go.
Push off Humphrey.
Blatantly just pushed Humphrey away. Way to go. And you know in the post game or whatever, he's going to whine and cry about how he doesn't get the ball enough, about how he's not making catches. Well, maybe it's because of crap like that right there. Way to go, pal. Way to go. You get a huge gain right there, and you completely negate it because you push off. What a joke. 3rd and 18. Instead of first down inside Ravens territory in their red zone, it's 3rd and 18, not even at midfield, and now you're going to punt. What a joke. And we're at the 2-minute warning. And they're showing Minka getting absolutely bulldozed by Derrick Henry.
Hold on. Let me read this.
Steel Goat, we only have 2 first downs. We're at the 2-minute warning, and we only have 2 first downs.
You guys like regular? I love regular off. Yep.
Yeah.
This is what Whitworth said, quote, I think it's a great finish, but at some point you've got to sit there, as Zach Taylor say, how do we fix the last 3 seasons of how we start off the year? Because yes, all these things are a positive, great finish. You've got to adjust camp. You've got to adjust your philosophy in the first few weeks. Whatever that is, you got to do something to address these issues.
Yeah. I'm not gonna flip out in my post game. I mean, I could honestly just like clip this segment right here and make it my post game, and nobody would know the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, this is exactly how I'm gonna talk. How I'm gonna talk in my post game. I'm not gonna get emotional. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm just gonna talk normally. That's all I'm gonna do. Just
There
gonna
you
talk
go.
normally.
You want to trade receivers? Burton's turned out to be a massive disappointment over here.
Oh, fuck that guy, dude. Release that dude.
Mhm.
We could give you Burton for Pickens.
No, we're not giving the Steelers Burton. Don't do that. I wouldn't even wish that on the Steelers.
I mean,
Yeah, he's a scrub.
He's an idiot.
I said last night he needs to go to the mental health hospital and get help mentally and physically.
Yeah.
I don't know who on here agrees with me on that.
I definitely agree with you.
Pathetic. I'll be honest with you guys. Like this past week, I wasn't even looking at like who the Ravens had on their depth chart. I wasn't looking at, I wasn't reviewing tape from the last game. I wasn't looking at highlights from the last game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually starting to look at draft prospects. I really was, because I'm telling you right now. So we're the 6th seed.
Yeah.
Denver is the 7th seed. Green Bay had a better record than Denver. So that would put the Broncos at around like 19. I would say the Steelers are, and we're going to punt. I would say we're picking, considering what happens tomorrow, obviously, but like we're probably going to be picking somewhere between, I would say, like 19 through 22. Okay.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. I've said I'm not giving Najee Harris a 5th year. I'm making Jalen Warren I'm making Jalen Warren RB1 next year, and I'm cutting Najee. Goodbye, Najee. Didn't work out. I like you as a person, but it just hasn't worked out. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not laughing at the Steelers. I'm laughing at how bad the Ducks are playing tonight.
Yeah.
We're down 4-0 to the freaking Flyers. I predicted us to lose that game.
Yeah.
I turned out to be right yet again.
Yeah. So we're probably going to be picking somewhere between like 19 through 22. I would say you can't go running back that early. You just can't. You can't go running back that early.
I mean,
so at like 19 through that area, I'm going left tackle. I'm going left tackle. Dan Moore Jr. He's trash as well. He's not getting a 5th year for me either. Dan Moore and Najee Harris are gone next year. There's no way they're coming back.
Yeah.
So me personally, I'm going left tackle because we're getting Troy Fatanu back next year, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
He had to miss his rookie season basically because he had a season-ending injury. So we're getting him back. You put him on the right side. I'm taking a left tackle. First round, I'm taking a left tackle.
And I saw Najee. He gave like the cliche answer, like when they asked about him, like where's he gonna go? Then or like is he gonna stay in Pittsburgh? He's like, hey, I'm grateful for the opportunity the Steelers organization gave me. It just sounded so cliche, like for someone that just
I mean, if you look at what I got here, this is my Dragon Skull pennant I got last year.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice. Elephant says every AFC North team has a more recent playoff win than we do. Ravens, Bengals have a more recent Super Bowl. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Who'd have thought that in 2025 we'd be sitting down here saying that the Steelers have the earliest playoff win in the AFC North? Who'd have thought that? And it's not like our last playoff win was like 3 or 4 years ago. The last time we won a playoff game was when Barack Obama was finishing up his second term.
Yeah.
I mean, in our he won a playoff game more recently. At least we can. You would have been a better matchup against the Bills than Denver, because I got Bills as my lock of the week this week.
Honestly, I think people are kind of overlooking the Broncos in that game a little bit.
I 100%
Because
agree.
Denver creates a lot of pressure. And if you can get a lot of pressure on Josh Allen and make him work in the pocket, then I think your chances of beating Buffalo are going to increase. Because the Bills, for as much as they've been winning in Wild Card Weekend, they have struggled from time to time. And Denver, they got a lot of confidence in Bo Nix and that offense there. I think Denver can give them a better game than what people think. I
agree.
I think Buffalo wins, but I think Denver will put up a good fight.
I think Buffalo's going to win, but I think it's coming down to that fourth quarter. I don't know when it's
definitely.
And I'm very confident.
You mentioned in the playoff game the spread. I picked Tampa. What's Tampa favored by? 4.5?
Yeah,
something like that.
I have Tampa Bay winning and covering that spread 27-10.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. Ritwick says, if the Steelers losing tonight means Tomlin gets fired.
Oh, I agree. I agree. When the clock hits triple zeros in the fourth quarter, I better see something about that Mike Tomlin and this entire coaching staff is fired. I better see it. But we all know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I just don't see it. Yeah, I'm with you.
Artie the second has way too much trust in him.
My decision is I'm going to spare the Steelers this season of laughter. I'm going to spare them because my target, I had bigger fish to fry in the playoffs. I got bigger fish to fry in the playoffs, and that is the Ravens.
What's up, Evan? I've been better.
Yeah. I'm just.
But then again, I expected this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just what Mike Tomlin does in the playoffs. He craps his pants in the playoffs. That's just what he does.
I mean, people want to say, I wasn't expected to win my division this year, but 15 straight winning weeks, and I won my division.
Mm-hmm. I clinched it on the final week of the season.
Yeah, but
I mean that's partially on me because I kind of messed up the divisions this year, but that's going to be fixed next year.
I mean, Mac, you know how it feels to get hot at the right time, right?
Mm-hmm.
My hot streak started back in week number 4.
Yeah, mine started in week 6.
And I went 15 straight weeks without getting a losing week. That is impressive on my part.
Yeah.
First and 10. Wow, good play. Good play by JPJ for once. Good play by JPJ for once. Too bad it's a little too late.
How's life, guys? It's been a minute. Doing well, man.
I mean, if you look at it, I haven't gotten a losing week since week number 3. 15 straight weeks of the winning week, and I won my division.
I'll tell you that perfect week I had where I went 16-0, that really saved my season.
Wow, that's impressive. Seriously.
Yeah.
16-0.
16-0. It's one thing to go 13-0 or 14-0, but this is a true perfect week.
Yeah, I agree. Impressive.
And that Lions-Packers game in week 14, the final score ended on the exact spread I predicted. Lions winning 34-31.
Yeah.
And I nailed it right on the head.
We got an even mix of Bengals and Steelers fan. Evan's a Bengals fan. Ritwick's a Steelers fan. Oh, this is awesome. It's great.
Mac, I don't think you have one of these before. This is what I got for Christmas this year.
It's sick.
It's
37 seconds left, second quarter. Lamar back to throw. Facing some pressure, steps away, gets it off. to his tight end, first down.
I mean, this is my fit watch. This is my fit watch.
Mark Andrews.
This is my fit watch. I have the app to check, see what I'm doing.
And again, no one knows how to freaking cover a tight end. No one knows how to cover a tight end.
If you got a defensive coordinator, you can stop Lamar quarterback by putting a quarterback spy on him. Your chances of winning increases.
Lamar takes the snap, fires across the middle. That's Isaiah Likely. Shakes off a tackle, tries to shake off another. And you see what the Ravens are doing right there. It's first and goal. They have no timeouts left. They're hurrying to get the ball down. You know what one of our guys would have done? They would have celebrated the catch. Do I need to tell you guys about Chase Claypool a couple of years ago?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Music and practice.
Again, night and day difference between Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh. Mark Andrews got a first down, and he hurried his ass off to get that ball down, even though it's first and goal, to run another play and save time with 11 seconds left. He saved like maybe a second, okay? One of our guys would have celebrated the catch. And I don't know what the hell we're calling timeouts for now.
Mike Tomlin is the biggest DEI in diversity, something, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Crazy stat. Crazy stat. This is
guy's a choker. That's all there is to it. He's a choker.
This is from ML Football. Crazy stat. Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud, same amount of playoff wins as Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. Stroud is playing in the second season, and Dak has been in the league for 9 seasons.
Yeah. I used to be high on Dak, but nope.
As much as I like Russell Wilson and all, just retire, man.
Yeah, Russ. Yeah, I'm right there. Russ, your career's over. I like Russ. I was always a fan of Russell Wilson. In my personal opinion, I think he's a Hall of Famer, but he's done. He's washed. He should just retire, dude.
He's absolutely a Hall of Famer.
You are not bringing back a 37-year-old quarterback next year. You're just not.
He's a Hall of
Famer. Look at that. Look at that. Lamar has freaking all night to throw. No one can get any pressure on him because Lamar's footwork is just so elusive. Touchdown Ravens, 21-0.
And about the last couple of streams I did was for the American Red Cross.
Here we are again. Down 20+ in a playoff game again.
And the Ravens get the ball, if I'm not mistaken, or does
and they get the ball to start.
Oh my goodness.
So I take it the Ravens wanted to toss and deferred.
Man.
And I'm proud of Jamar Chase. He broke TJ Houshmandzadeh's franchise record in receptions this season. Get this, 127 receptions, 1,788 receiving yards. It was so close to getting 2,000 receiving yards and 17 receiving touchdowns. That is impressive.
$21-0. How many times, like, you know how many times we've been down 21 or more in the playoffs lately? 2017, down 21-0 in Jacksonville. 2020, 28-0 in the first quarter against Cleveland.
I remember that, Sid. I remember that. Hall of Fame.
2021, we had a 7-0 lead on Kansas City because of a defensive touchdown on a great play by T.J. Watt. Kansas City got 35 straight points after that, down 35-7. And now back-to-back years of trailing 21-0.
Marcia Handa is the finalist. Darian Woodson is the finalist. He should be in the Hall of Fame already. I don't care what anybody says. Darian Woodson. Reggie Wayne should be in the Hall of Fame as well. Adam Vinatieri. should be a Hall of Fame. Fred Taylor, I wait another year. Taro Suggs, because to pronounce his name properly is Taro Suggs, not Terrell Suggs. Taro Suggs.
I thought it was always Terrell Suggs.
It's Taro Suggs. Thank you, Pat Summerall. Rest in peace to the great Pat Summerall. I think he should get in. I don't know. Steve Smith Sr. definitely gets in. Eli Manning, I think, has my vote for a Hall of Fame. Luke Kuechly, I don't think he's there yet. Torrey Holt.
Heather Ackles asked a good question.
I just want to share. I just want to share something real quick. Okay,
What's up?
I'm in like. Okay, so I'm in an AFC North trash talk group on Facebook. Okay, and we go at it. We go at it real hard. And I'm in a group chat with a bunch of other members from that group.
Mm-hmm.
When even Ravens fans are going like, why did the Steelers punt on 4th and inches? That tells you all you need to know about Mike Tomlin. Even Ravens fans are doing that.
I'm in the same group. I saw one of the Ravens fans calling us bongos or calling Joe Burrow Bomro. I mean, that's not his proper last name, man. I mean, didn't the guy roast your defense both?
Good question here. SpongeBob or Shrek?
Oh, shut up, Mike. Shut up, Mike. Oh, we just got to be more aggressive with the. Shut the hell up.
All right, yeah,
we need to be more aggressive. Yet we punt on 4th and inches. Yeah, okay.
Zach Taylor would never punt on 4th and inches. His ass will be going for it. Doesn't matter what people think. Do you know who else would never go punt on 4th and inches? Rest in peace, Sam Weish. So, yeah, I don't know about you. I'm being biased here. Trey Hendrickson should get the Defensive Player of the Year award. But do you guys think Jamar Chase should get the Offensive Player of the Year award, or do you think it goes to someone else?
Either him or Barkley.
I think Barkley gets the Comeback Player of the Year award. But I wouldn't be surprised if they give that award to Burrow.
I don't think Burrow's going to get it.
Or Sam Darnold.
Yeah, definitely. These are definitely like you're not bringing Russell Wilson back. I've said it already. Najee Harris is gone. Najee Harris, he's not getting a 5th year for me. Dan Moore Jr. is gone. I better see those 3 players gone in the offseason. If not, you may as well write off 2025.
I did win a Bengals t-shirt from Pro Football Hall of Fame. I came up with a random guess. The question was, what position was Anthony Munoz playing in baseball? I guessed outfielder, and I was correct. I came up with a random answer, right field, outfielder. I was correct. I'm trying to talk a bit less. Yeah, I'm doing right, Heather.
Shrek or SpongeBob, though? I'm settling a debate. SpongeBob. If I have to pick SpongeBob. What about you, Daffy and Mac?
Oh God, this is I don't know.
You know, even if we do come back and win, which is definitely not going to happen, okay? Even if we do come back and win, I mean, what difference is it going to make? All I'm going to do is if we come, all I'm going to do is if we come back and win is that I'm not even going to talk about how we won the game. I'm just going to troll the hell out of the Ravens if we come back.
Yeah.
I was
I mean,
saying,
I was going to do that anyway. If we won, regardless of how we won, I was going to do that anyway. But I'm just going to do it even harder if we come back and win. I ain't even going to talk about how we won the game because it doesn't make a difference. Even if we do win, unless somehow, some way, unless Denver beats Buffalo tomorrow, we'd be going to Kansas City. We are not beating the Chiefs.
Ralph Hay, contributor finalist. Mike Holmgren, he definitely should be in there. 3 finalists this year. Maxie Braun. I don't know. Oh, he played for the Eagles. He also put in Washington. Sterling Sharp, he should be in there by now. Jim Tyrant.
Favorite basketball player ever and team ever? Well, obviously outside of MJ, my favorite player that I ever saw was Tim Duncan.
And I got to be cliche here. You see the profile pic.
My favorite NBA team I've ever seen.
Ooh,
that's a tough one. There were a lot of NBA teams I liked. I really liked the 02-03 Spurs. I really liked that team a lot.
Yeah.
I liked that 03-04 Pistons team. I thought that was a really underrated team in my opinion.
They beat Shaq and Kobe in 5 games.
The 04-05 Spurs were a fun team as well. Call me crazy, but I really like that 08-09 Cavs team. I really like that.
Yeah.
The Magic, the Magic robbed everyone out of a LeBron Kobe finals.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Lost in 6.
That 08-09 Cavs team was so good.
Yeah, they were. If the Cavs make a deep run, this team could honestly be up there for me. But I don't know. Right now, I like the
2010-11 Bulls team too. Yeah. But they really choked hard against the Heat in that conference championship. And then a lot of people say that 2012 should be a bigger choke for the Bulls because they were great that year too, and they lost in the first round of Philly. Well, why did we lose in the first round of Philly? Well, it's because Derrick Rose got injured in the first game of that series, and we didn't have a team after that. So that's why I say 2011 is a bigger choke.
I mean, look at this. YKTV. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I saw the post from D. Coda saying, I really hope the Bengals do not draft Jack Sawyer at number 17. If you're taking an edge, it's Mike Green you take. You can't overthink this. I like Jack Sawyer because as a Buckeye fan, we need defensive help. But I think we take Tyreek Williams at number 17. We need defense alignment help.
You guys all 3 got rings at least. I'm a Clippers fan. Yeah. I mean, we only got 1.
So. The Clippers are chokers too.
Yeah, we've only got 1. So.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was born in '95, so I wasn't alive for all 6, and the Bulls did win 3 in my lifetime, but I was only a toddler the last time the Bulls won a title. Okay, and I always say, unless you sat down in front of the TV and you understood what you were watching, you didn't see it happen.
Exactly.
I had to go back to.
Yeah, but I mean,
both 3 peats to rewatch those games.
Yeah, no, but you can always rewatch the classics.
You can.
Even for baseball, you can appreciate the history of your team, but it doesn't mean. I mean, it means something. But
I watched Game 6 of '98 a couple of times against Utah. Yeah, I saw that clutch shot by MJ to win it. The flu game. The flu game too, another classic.
Didn't Utah fans hate us?
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't Utah fans hate us?
Yeah.
They still hate us to this day.
Yeah. And you know, I say the same thing about the Steelers. You know, like the Steelers in my lifetime, I've seen the Steelers win 2 rings, and I've seen them go to 3 Super Bowls. And yes, you know, Super Bowl 30 did happen in my lifetime because I was a month and a half old when Super Bowl 30 happened. But look, do you really think a newborn is going to understand football?
No.
Yeah. So like that's why I say it. Unless you sat down in front of the TV and you knew what you were watching, you didn't see it happen. But you know, quite frankly, I don't even need to like go back on YouTube and see it. Neil O'Donnell threw 2 disgusting interceptions in Super Bowl 30. It cost us because the defense. I mean, what was Dallas's bread and butter in '95? Their run game. Defense shut down Emmitt Smith that whole game.
Yeah.
So defense did their job. Bill Cowher, I thought he had a great game plan in Super Bowl 30. What's left? The quarterback. Neil O'Donnell, 2 disgusting interceptions that set up Cowboys touchdowns when the Steelers were battling back. And at one point, it looked like they were going to take the lead. Neil O'Donnell cost us Super Bowl 30.
You want to talk about 1995 season? I was an infant when we won the first game over the Steelers in week 8. I was an infant when we beat the Steelers in that game. And may I remind you, it was with the worst coach in Bengals history, Dave Shula. I still hate that guy.
God.
And you know what's funny about Super Bowl 30? Like Neil O'Donnell played so bad in that game that you could honestly accuse him of purposely throwing that game because he wanted out of Pittsburgh. I mean, that's a pretty big acquisition, especially for him. But go and look at the highlights and go and look at the throws by him in that game and try to convince yourself that he was trying. You can't.
Yeah. I mean, he was awful.
Yeah. And sure enough, after the game, Steelers cut him.
Yeah.
Went to the Jets. Jets went 1-15 the following season.
Since he edits, he says, Mac, at least no matter what happens, you always have 2 rings to all 2 teams.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like
100%.
You know, I'm blessed to have seen my team win 2 Super Bowls. I mean,
absolutely,
I'm definitely blessed. But after we won our second, it's just been nothing but playoff letdowns. You know.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it, man. Like,
yeah,
I had just turned 10 years old when the Steelers won Super Bowl 40, and my uncle may he rest in peace. He was the biggest influence I had on being probably the biggest influence I had on being a Steeler fan, outside of my family being from Pennsylvania. Okay. But I'll never forget it. The next day I got home from school, he called me up on the phone. Him and I talked about it. Him and I talked for like maybe an hour about it. And, I'll never forget it. He ended the call with, well, enjoy it, kid, because you'll never know when you see it again.
Yeah.
And sure enough, 3 years later, I saw it again. And that just goes to show you, enjoy it while you can. You'll never know when you'll see another one.
You're right. No, I'm the same way with like the Cavs and Buckeyes too. Like you've seen them reach the top, so it's like, okay, at least we have that. But now it's just like, you want to see more. I mean, there's no.
Yeah, and I get a lot of people on my channel that go like, oh well, you shouldn't root for your team to win the Super Bowl every year. Bullshit, man.
What? What's the point?
Exactly. If I don't root for my team to win the Super Bowl every year, then why do I watch?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm rooting for this Reds team. Not realistically, I'm rooting for this Reds team to win the World Series. They're not going to, but I'm rooting for it.
Exactly with the Pirates. I don't expect them to win the World Series. I'm never going to root for them to not win it. But
exactly,
if I don't root for them to win the World Series, then what the hell is the point of watching?
Yeah. I can't wait for baseball, man. I'm excited. It's like
I can't wait for baseball. Not so much the Pirates.
I totally get that.
Yeah. All right, so second half is about to begin. Ravens get the ball to start the second half, and they have a 21-0 lead. Yeah, Baltimore's ran 41 plays in the first half.
That's ridiculous.
41 plays in the first half.
Yeah, I want the Steelers to make this game semi-competitive. At least.
308 yards of offense too.
Right.
Those are good enough to be final stats.
Yeah.
Mac, I do got a question. If your Audemars in Ohio in high school went up against my Audemars in high school in a sports event, who do you think would have won that one?
Wait, what'd you say?
If your high school Audemars went up against my high school Audemars in any sport, who do you think will win that?
Oh, whose high school team would win?
I don't know because I don't follow that, but yeah.
Ride with your own, man. Go down with your ship.
Yeah. I'd go with your high school, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Going with my Audemars.
Yeah. You know what I would do? You know what I would do right now because you're up 21-0. I'm not kidding. I would take Lamar out of the game. I would show total disrespect for the Steelers. Okay. I would show total disrespect for the Steelers right now and be like, you guys suck. We have you down 21 points. We're going to put our backups in. We're going to put our backup in for the rest of the game. You guys suck. We have no faith in you making a comeback.
Their backup is former Bengal backup Josh Johnson.
Yeah, and I would just have them run the ball with Henry for the rest of the game. I would have them just completely disrespect the Steelers.
Have you guys seen Mufasa?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not gonna. That's gonna ruin.
I don't want to see it.
That's gonna ruin the image of Mufasa.
Yeah, and The Lion King was one of my favorites growing up as a kid.
Oh yeah,
and
it still is.
There's just certain roles with actors that if someone else played them, I just can't get behind. James Earl Jones as Mufasa is one of them.
He was in the live action one too.
Especially when he passed away.
Yeah.
I can't picture anyone else voicing him.
Nope.
I mean, the Mufasa Lion King was when the movie was back when Mufasa was a younger lion.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, it's like with Darth Vader too. I can't picture anyone else but James Earl Jones voicing Darth Vader. That's why I don't watch any of the newer Star Wars movies.
Nope. And they've gotten progressively worse over the years.
Oh yeah, they have. It actually gives me a whole new appreciation for the prequels.
That's why you got to watch exactly. You got to watch the prequels.
I mean, sure, the prequels are very hit and miss in my opinion, and they definitely have more bad things about it than good things, but they blow the sequels out of the water.
Yeah, I mean, what is your favorite Cars movie? I like the first one.
I never liked Cars. I could never get behind it.
It's the second one. I like the second one better.
Really, Dashy?
Yeah, with the agents shit. Yeah.
Nah, man, I don't know. The first one's always going to hit home for me because it's nostalgic.
Oh, the third down defense got to stop again. That should be that should be headline news. Steelers third down. Steelers stop Ravens on third down twice in a game. That should be headline news right there.
Yep.
And same thing with with the Joker with Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest. When I first heard that Heath Ledger was going to play the Joker, I thought he was going to suck. I really did. Even when he died, that didn't change my mind. I still thought he was going to suck. To me, before I saw The Dark Knight, to me it was like Jack Nicholson and Mark Hamill are the best Jokers. No one's ever going to top
I love
them.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's the voice, And at the time, I thought Jack Nicholson was the person. Like he's basically been playing the Joker his entire career.
Right.
So like, how can anyone top him? Thankfully, when I saw The Dark Knight, I was proven 100% wrong.
Do you know Sebastian Shaw was the original Anakin Skywalker after who was unmasked Vader? The original Anakin Skywalker as unmasked Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen played the younger version of Anakin in episode 6.
Yeah.
They show Hayden Christensen on there.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you know, like with me, it's like, you know, Jack, Mark, I love you, but Heath Ledger's the definitive Joker.
Yep. Elephant says, Cars and
Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I kind of stopped paying attention to Pixar like after Ratatouille came out, but I did see Inside Out, and I did like that one. But like, then I saw Toy Story 4 when it came out.
People thought
they are milking Toy Story, man. Like,
it could have been a perfect ending. Toy Story 3, perfect ending, you know?
Yeah, like, Toy Story 3 had the perfect ending.
You don't separate Woody from the gang.
Right there.
People thought Jack was Joker's first real name. And the Batman, the movie, I think, came out in the 80s or something. But his real Joker's actual name is, before he became a Joker in Gotham, was Arthur Fleck. Became Arthur Fleck.
And I'll say this: Michael Keaton's my favorite Batman.
Oh, I love Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. Like, the thing about that is that the thing that makes a Batman good is intimidation. You know, like. Michael Keaton is the only Batman that can smile and still look intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, like all these other guys, they can't pull it off. Only Keaton can do that. It's like, yeah, your ass is grass, bitch. You know.
I mean, I love Christian Bale, but yeah, Michael Keaton was always.
Yeah, Christian Bale's good, but like it's that stupid voice that he does. You know.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that Bale's trying to be intimidating, while Keaton just sort of naturally is.
Yeah, he's a good actor, but it doesn't fit him as well as.
Yeah, like why do they have to make Batman sound like he has throat cancer?
I know, right? I was thinking the same thing when Christian Bale was doing it.
Oh my God, you're running it backed up at your goal line, and you're.
Guess who was Joker before Jack? Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar Romero. Yeah.
Adam West was Batman before.
I have a couple DVDs of those 60s Batman. I have a couple DVDs of those.
Burt Ward was Robin before Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
2nd and 9.
What kind of question is this? Love SpongeBob, bro.
2nd and 9. Rush.
That's my childhood.
From the end zone. That's incomplete.
Frank Gerson was the Riddler before Jim Carrey. Burgers Murdy was the Penguin before. What's that actor's name? That appeared.
I like Frank Gorshin's. I like Frank Gorshin's Riddler. Jim Carrey is the Riddler. It's good. I mean, it's a good choice, but I mean, come on, Jim Carrey is way over the top.
I mean,
like I would believe Jim Carrey more as the Joker than the Riddler.
Who played Penguin in the Batman Returns? Try to think
Danny
of his
DeVito.
name. Danny DeVito. Thank you.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Burgers Murdy was
Wilson throws across the middle. Ooh, Calvin Austin just got leveled, but he held on to it. First down.
Frank Gerson was the Penguin. I mean, Burgers Murdy was the Riddler before him.
Yeah.
Neil Hamilton
he was kind of corny though, but it was from an era where it wasn't supposed to be taken seriously. Wow, Calvin Austin just got lit up right there, but he held on to it.
Never was much of a Superman guy, but I love the 1978. Me too. It's a great movie.
They're coming out with the new Superman movie.
The first Superman movie is awesome.
Christopher Reeves, rest in peace to him. It's great.
Also, rest in peace to original Willy Wonka.
Yeah, Gene Wilder.
Yeah,
I love Willy Wonka.
yeah. Willy Wonka was great.
Yeah, I love Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Did you
Factory.
guys ever
It's
watch
one of my
Disney?
favorite movies.
Did you guys ever watch Disney shows? Yeah, I love Disney
Yeah.
too. I was
You
big
know,
on
I've always had a Mandela effect with Christopher Reeve, because I've always said Christopher Reeves, but it's actually Christopher Reeve, because like I think everyone's so used to saying Christopher Reeve's Superman, but they
Yeah.
don't make but they put like the S as if
In his
the
last
S is
name.
part of his last name. It's
You're
actually
actually right.
Reeve.
I know Ducks fans say, "Oh, we should be able to beat the Flyers." Guys, I told you we were going to lose to the Flyers. I just knew we were going to lose to the Flyers tonight. I knew
Yeah,
it
and
from
then
the start.
then Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. I thought that was great too.
Oh, yeah.
I knew from the get-go
Third
that
and
the Ducks.
5. All right, what do you do here on 3rd and 5? You're going to go shotgun again. Gets the snap off. Throws to the right side. Oh, there's Mike Williams making a catch, and for yards after catch, first down. Oh, look at that. We're getting offense going. Too bad the freaking game's over. Bunch of garbage time points.
I mean, if you look at Denver, they let Joe Burrow and T. Higgins get 3 touchdowns on him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Think
now
about
we're
it.
using Mike Williams.
Think about that. 3 touchdowns on Denver's defense. Who would have thought?
Fakes the handoff. Russ. And he throws to absolutely. He tries to throw to Muth, and he clearly sees that he's being locked down one-on-one. That's what I'm talking about with Russ. I mean, what are you doing? This guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I mean, I expect a lot. I mean, I can understand if that's Justin Fields trying to do that, but I mean, this is a 13-year veteran trying to force a throw like that.
See, that's the thing. Like when there's a Hall of Famer, like, and they just don't realize when they need to stop. Like,
Yeah,
Ben was the same way too. I'd argue.
you could say that. The only reason that Ben came back at all is because he was still owed money. Any
Yeah.
other quarterback would have called it a career,
Yeah.
especially after missing a whole year.
Right.
Hack, you should have seen me raging last week. I was pissed at DJ Ivy. And you're told as a blocker, get away from the ball.
Oh
Get
my
a-
God.
Get away from the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that. That was such a
yeah,
bullshit.
it's basic fundamentals. Like, people always say I nitpick at everything. It's the little things that make the biggest difference.
Exactly.
You know?
And we almost lost that game to the Steelers.
Russ is going to take a deep shot. Yay! Touchdown!
Ooh, on the
Touchdown.
board. And look at
Touchdown.
those ass clowns celebrating. You're down 21-6.
Yep. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sorry, you see my mic I've been using for over a year now. I got this back in November 20 of that 2 years ago.
Van Jefferson of all people.
Touchdown Steelers.
Jefferson.
I'm so behind right now, so I'm just enjoying the game like as it is right now. But
Yeah.
Mac, you do have one of these microphones, right?
I do. I can't find another port to hook it up to my laptop. My PC's in the other room. Extra points good. 21-7. 8:05 to go in the third. Russ with actually a dime to Van Jefferson of all people, and him and him and Calvin Austin just do a chest bump in the end zone. I mean, come on, guys, you're down. Look, I don't have a problem. Look, it's one thing to celebrate when you're winning. Okay, It's warranted there. When you tie the game up, like, okay, fine, whatever, but you still got work to do.
I hate
You're
celebration.
celebrating, you're down multiple scores. No, dude, sit down.
Yeah. That's why I was laughing one time when Steel Twins called out Devin Bush for that.
He got a garbage
funniest
time
thing.
sack, and he was celebrating.
Funniest thing ever.
No, dude, sit down.
Yeah, it was funny.
I mean, I'm looking at the stats. You guys let Isaiah Williams had 4 returns for 133 yards, and his longest was 43.
I didn't make him like that. I'm going down there now. Ooh, come on, Josh.
He said you probably Mike Tomlin probably wanted to let a nobody have a big game. Well, Isaiah Williams almost had a return touchdown right there. Look at Cleveland in week 7. Allowed that 100-yard touchdown return by Charlie Jones to start the game. The Bengals didn't even touch on offense one single bit. I'm still laughing at that.
Steel Goat says, what are your favorite animated cartoon films growing up?
Good question.
That's a tough one. I have a lot of them, actually.
Good question.
I'd probably say The Lion King.
Oh, yeah. That takes the cake.
Yeah.
Lion King, Pokemon. You know, I'm a Pokemon fan.
I honestly,
I'm a huge. Yeah, I like Pokemon up to like Johto. After that, I lost track.
You know, honestly, I know this is Dark Horse. I like the SpongeBob movie, the one where the crown gets taken to Shell City. I love that movie.
I do. I like the SpongeBob movie.
Oh, that's.
I think they should have ended the series there, though.
I didn't bother to watch the Pokemon when it's owned by Disney because I was still mad at Disney for discontinuing one of my favorite Disney shows. Or selling one of my favorite Disney shows to Nickelodeon. One of my favorite shows to Nickelodeon. You know, Power Rangers. Rest in peace.
Oh, Power Rangers was cool.
Power Rangers,
yeah.
Rest in peace, Jason David Frank, a.k.a. Tommy from Power Rangers.
Yeah. I also really liked Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. I liked I love both the show and the card game. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot when I was a kid. I wasn't the best at it, but I did like playing it. But and you know what? I say this a lot with a buddy of mine at work who's also a Yu-Gi-Oh! Guy. I always say that, you know, football is like a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have the right cards, and if you do have the cards and you don't know how to play them, you're gonna lose every time.
Right.
You know, Mike Tomlin is like a Duel Monsters duelist who just plays defense mode the whole time.
Yeah, Steel Go. I like the Madagascar films too. Those are
good.
He
sacked Lamar. How about that?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Alex Highsmith gets the sack.
Nice.
Loss of 11.
But yeah, I like the second one a lot. Steel Goat, the Madagascar film. Those are good films.
Yeah, the first Madagascar was cool.
Yeah. I love Ben Stiller too. Underrated actor.
Yeah, Ben Stiller's always been good.
Chris Rock too.
Yeah, Chris Rock is cool. 2nd and 20. Clock moving. Halfway through the third. Lamar's gonna run to his right. Throws on the run. Caught. First down.
My God. See, this is like what I mean. Like the Steelers, they get the momentum, and then boom, Lamar just hits him with a dot.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that, I mean, Al Michaels, I love you, man. You'll always be my favorite commentator. But I mean, come on, shut up about Tomlin. He's like, he said something like, "This is what you expect from Mike Tomlin and the Steelers." Very next play, first down. Like, come on, man.
I mean, I looked at T.J. Watt's stats against Amarius Mims. In their first matchup, Watt has 2 sacks on Mims.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like
21-5 in first downs.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like Al Michaels is
22-5, another first down on an end around.
Yeah, Al Michaels is great, but like if you recall that Hubbard touchdown against the Ravens, like that those are the kind of plays I like Mike Tirico calling because he just adds the emotion. But you know, they're both great.
Yeah. I think Mike Tirico is the perfect replacement for him.
Yeah.
I always liked Mike Tirico too.
Huge fan of him. Yep.
I also love the fact when Chris Bauer calls our games, I just kick back and enjoy watching Chris Fowler call the games.
Derrick Henry's got a huge hole, and he is gone. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Wow.
28-7.
Good God, dude.
This run defense sucks. Wow.
Well, the run defense. You say your run defense sucks.
This is horrendous.
Our run defense sucks even more.
God.
Wow. I mean, that's as big of a gap as you can get right there. Oh, and of course it's Patrick Queen who got stiff-armed by him.
No.
Yeah, Patrick Queen is useless. I was trolling Ravens fans big time because I thought they were just butthurt that they got rid of Patrick Queen.
Yeah.
I get why they let him go. Guy's useless. He's useless. I don't care how young he is. I don't care how much. I don't care, if he still has development. The guy's useless. He can't stop the run.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was never like really concerned about Patrick Queen even when we played them. Like it was always like Roquan Smith. Patrick Queen never really like stood out to me like that.
Yeah, and Ravens fans want to get on and say defend Roquan Smith. And the Bengals fans kept saying, Steelers fans will agree, Roquan Smith is a dirty player.
No, he's a dirty player.
Oh, you have Vontaze
Patrick
Burfict.
Queen sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, you have Ravens fans.
So Raven fans, go ahead, do your victory lap. You guys were right. Patrick Queen is useless.
I mean, Mac, I keep saying, I told Ravens fans this, you probably will agree. Roquan Smith is a dirty player. You only have Vontaze Burfict stuff. No, God, you Ravens fans. Roquan Smith is way worse than Vontaze Burfict. I don't care what anybody says. He's a worse dirty player than Vontaze Burfict.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'd say Mike Mitchell's the dirtiest.
I'm talking about Ravens with Roquan Smith.
I mean, Mike Mitchell.
With me though, I'd say Mike Mitchell's the dirtiest. And the worst thing about it is that Mike Mitchell wasn't even good.
At least, you're right. Roquan.
Yeah, like I'd compare Mike Mitchell to Burfict, but at least Burfict had talent. Mike Mitchell
he did.
Sucked.
I mean, now try to compare Roquan Smith to Vontaze Burfict. That's who's the worst dirty player between the two.
It's a joke. I mean, how do you get a hole that open right there?
I mean, Mac, I don't know if you noticed, but back in March 2018, I found out Burfict was doing drugs. I was done with him. I was completely done with him.
I don't blame you. He cost you a playoff game. I don't blame you.
He cost us a lot more than that too. Like he cost us like.
Who do I hate more? Oh man, who do I hate more between Ray Lewis or Burfict? That's a good question.
Oh man,
you probably hate Ray Lewis.
Stop showing the 2010 comeback against. This team is not even close to the 2010. Just stop it.
I'll probably bet you if anything, Mac will go.
This team ain't coming back
with Ray Lewis because I know that.
You know what they should be showing the Steelers? You know what they should be showing with the Steelers? They should be showing the missed opportunities they had. They should not be showing the freaking 2010 comeback that they had against the Ravens.
I hate freaking history. Like, I just don't like that when you're attributing it to a game that's like a decade and a half later. There's no need for it.
At least we beat them in the playoffs this decade.
Yeah.
Fumbling in the jungle.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Rick says, "Thank you, fans. Post coming soon."
Thank you, fan. Thank you. Oh yeah. You know that's coming. I got it. I'll say I give serious credit to the mod of the Steelers fan page on Facebook because they are paid to be positive about the team. I give serious credit to that. If they like right now, you couldn't pay me to be positive about this team. I don't care how much you offer me. If you're like, hey, hey Mac, we'll we'll give you 10 grand right now if you make a positive post about the Steelers. I'm like, keep the money. I can't do it. You couldn't pay me.
And Ryan Braun, fuck him too. Yeah, no doubt. All right.
Yeah, thank you, fans. Post. Yeah, well, thank you for another great. Get the hell out of here. No one wants to see that.
No one does.
Except the Mike Tomlin fans.
Mm-hmm.
Steel Goat, I heard Russell Wilson say comeback. Yeah. Yeah, okay, pal. Okay. Okay. Okay, Anthony Smith. Okay. Yeah, in case you don't get that reference.
2007 Patriots.
In 2007, we went into Foxborough to play the Patriots. Our scrub corner, Anthony Smith, guaranteed a win over the Patriots. We lost 34-13. Tom Brady targeted him all night. Very next game, he got cut.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, Russell Smith. Okay.
You never wanted to say, "Oh, come back on," or "I guarantee you to win." I mean, it's just so stupid. Jermaine Pratt was lucky his ass didn't get cut after we lost to the first game to the Steelers.
That Steelers game, that Steelers game was atrocious for us. Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to guarantee to say something, don't guarantee to win against the Steelers. Don't guarantee to win against your
I don't want to hear I don't want to hear a Bengals player ever saying we're going to beat the Steelers. I never want to hear that.
And you know what the thing is? Joey Porter talked trash too, but you know what? He actually backed it up.
Yeah.
These guys, they run their mouth. They have no substance. That's all they are. All talk, no substance.
I mean, why do you? When Chad Johnson backed up, guarantee that the Bengals will upset the Chiefs the week before we played them. We backed up his claim on the field.
Yeah, I mean, Ocho Cinco's another guy that could actually back up his stuff, but. Oh, Mac, we got a question for you.
Who would you put at head coach, OC, and DC for the Steelers? Oh, I'm telling you right now, man. Believe me, if I was the owner of the Steelers, after this game, immediately, I am firing the entire coaching staff, number one. After that, I'm getting right on the phone with Ben Johnson, and I'm like, hey, you want to be head coach of the Steelers? Ben Johnson, I'm getting on the phone with him immediately. And I'm like, hey, Ben, you want to coach the Steelers? Then I'm calling Brian Flores, and I'm like, Brian, we screwed you big time. We own up to it, but we want to give you a second chance. You want to be the defensive coordinator? And then offensive coordinator, I'm getting someone from Sean McVay.
I swear, these Michigan fans, all they want to do is talk about us. Man, get this. We live rent-free in their fucking heads.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Rick. That's exactly what I'm doing if I was the owner of the Steelers. I am firing every one of these clowns on the coaching staff after this game, getting on the phone with Ben Johnson immediately, getting on the phone with Brian Flores immediately, and I am getting someone from Sean McVay to be the OC. That's exactly what I'm doing. You trust me more? Oh, yeah, definitely. Art Rooney, Artie the second, he's a spineless coward. That's what he is. He's a spineless coward. He's afraid to stand up to Mike Tomlin. He's afraid to stand up to him. He has too much trust in him.
Yeah. Loyal to a fault, man.
First and 10, ball at about the 42. Thanks, Dan. Oh, he's being chased by a freaking nose tackle right there. He pitches it off to Najee. couple of nice moves by Najee, actually, right there. He gets the first down. Who the hell cares anyway? You're down 21 points.
Hey, Mac, people want to know why people call me the scorpion of my fan base, of any fan base of teams I rep, Mortal Kombat reference, because I tell it straight up as it is.
Exactly.
They don't like what I gotta say, they can face my hellfire wrath.
I agree. I mean, I feel like all three of us are pretty realistic.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't like it when you speak the truth.
Yeah,
People don't like it when you speak. People just expect you to butter your team up. They expect you to be soft. It's like being a parent. It's like being a parent. When your kid misbehaves, you got to put your foot down to them.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
And the ball popped out, but he was down. So
but people who fan bases don't like it. Hearing the truth, they're nothing more but Stepford apologists, anyways.
Yeah. Russ takes a shot down the left side. Oh, another great catch by Pickens. Shakes off a guy on a spin move. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown Steelers.
Hey, no flag. No offensive PI. 28-14. My dad, he used to tell me this all the time when I was a kid, and he still tells me it. I'm almost 30 years old. He still tells me it. I have no problem patting you on the back. I'll always pat you on the back, but I also have no problem kicking you in the ass. The difference is 6 inches.
Yeah.
He still tells me that.
Yeah. No, that's like we rant. Like I think if you're negative about your team, then you're just being real. Like, I hate the comments every single time. They're like every time I rant or something, I'll see something like, "Bro, why are you raging? Why are you mad?" Like,
yeah. Am I supposed to be happy about this? I mean, this
you.
is pathetic.
I mean, either I vent, rage, or rant on my videos or streams all the time. I still don't regret it to this day because I knew what my teams are. That's why I keep my mouth shut by other teams because I'm too busy being mad at my own.
Yep.
Popeyes has the wing game on block for your watch party.
Like, I'll agitate like
Yeah.
a rival, but I won't look. I got too much shit to worry about with my football team. So.
Yeah, exactly, Ritwick. Good for you, Pickens. You got a touchdown, but I'm not even going to pretend like this team has a chance. The defense can't do anything. Ravens offense has just been clicking all night, aside from maybe a couple of plays. I mean, you fell down in a 21-0 deficit again, and you think that you're just gonna miraculously come back from that. I mean, come on, man. This isn't Super Bowl 51. All right.
Yeah.
So, Cincinnati. He goes. What's your guys' most rageful team? You get like most. With me, since it's the Steelers by a mile. Like out of the 4 teams that I'm a fan of, Cincinnati, it's the Steelers, Pirates, Pens, and Bulls. Okay, out of those 4 teams, none of those teams come close to pissing me off the way the Steelers do. All right, the Pirates just suck. Okay, and I've accepted that. All right. The Pens had an incredible run for 15 years, but now they're in a, they're going to be in for some hard years because Ron Hextall screwed us, and I'm okay with. I don't like it. I obviously don't like it, but I'm okay with growing pains with a rebuild. The Bulls, obviously outside of the 90s in the Big 3 era, the Bulls have always been very up and down. They've been close a couple of times. You never really know what to expect from them. This freaking team right here, they should not be settling for mediocrity every year. They're too good for that. And that's why they piss me off.
You want to know which team?
I would say, mine is close. I'd say Reds by a hair, then Bengals, and then Cavs, then Buckeyes.
You want to know my regional teams? What, people don't get it, but I rage at the Reds the most, then the Ducks, then the Bulls, and then Ohio State, and then the Red, and then the Bengals.
No, Reds just and baseball is just more frustrating because it's like
Yeah,
so
it
up and
is.
down. I'm like
One simple mistake in baseball can cost you.
that's why I just and the Reds they just make the most fundamental error. Yeah. Me too. Since I like NBA a lot more this year, but
For 1st and 10 for the Ravens, Lamar flag before anything happens.
Probably a false start.
Yeah, probably on them. Exactly. Mike Tomlin is single. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Rookie Rosengarten.
Should have been canned after the Jaguar. Hey, I don't disagree with it, but I think he should have been canned after 2018. You're 7-2-1 with a 97% chance of making the playoffs, and you don't even sniff the playoffs.
He should have been canned.
The best offense in the league, one of the best O-lines in the league, a defense that's up and coming, full of playmakers, and you can't minimal injuries too. You can't even sniff the playoffs.
Should have been canned after the year after 2021 or 2022.
Exactly. Still, Stephen A. Smith says he should. Yeah. Here's what I have to say about that. Okay, it's not a race thing. It's a you suck at your job thing. Okay,
Stephen A. Smith is a clown.
It is. I'll tell you this right now, man. If Mike Tomlin was white, everyone in this fan base would want him fired.
I agree.
I'm not kidding. I've said it before. I will say it again. Change the color of his skin, everyone would want him fired.
Yeah.
And it's funny that people say I'm racist for saying that. Literally, my replacement for him is black. Yeah. So get the hell out of here with that.
Yeah.
If you, I don't care what color your skin is. If you suck at your job, I'm going to say it.
Right.
I mean, if I was to win Max Pick'em tournament this year, do you think I would tell Mac what jersey do you think I would want Mac to get me? I probably will want another Higgins jersey. This one being a white version.
I would only get Higgins if he resigns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guaranteeing you he will resign because we're going to get rid of Burton.
Yeah.
So if it makes you feel any better, we're probably going to get rid of Burton and bring back Higgins. Also going to pay Jamar Chase and Trey Hendrickson as well as Orlando Brown Jr.
Oh my God, running into the kicker.
I hate that penalty. I hate that rule.
That's going to give him it's running into the kicker.
Oh my goodness.
What's the yardage distance? 2 yards? If it's 7 yards, then they're going to have to play 4th down.
Again, no fundamentals. No fundamentals.
They're going to have to replay 4th down either way.
No fundamentals. Losing teams find ways to lose games. This team does not execute. Winning teams execute. This team finds ways to lose.
Oh, you're lucky to just decline a penalty.
Losing teams have no fundamentals. They have no football IQ. They have no football urgency. They have no football sense. They lack fundamentals. I don't care what our record is. This is a losing team.
Cincy, I will be more. I'll go with Burrow with Votto. When Votto was in Cincinnati as a Red, he proven to be a playoff choker. That's how I go with Burrow.
Yeah, I don't. It's not particularly close. I love Joey Votto, but Burrow all day.
If you had to choose between Votto in Burrow, Mac, which one will you have to
If you were a
choose?
Cincinnati guy, if he was a Cincinnati guy,
All right. So we're pushed back more because of running into the kicker. Thanks a lot, special teams.
all right, here we go.
I mean, Cleveland got penalized 2 seasons ago for roughing Drew Chrisman. I don't like Drew Chrisman.
And that's going to be a false start. When it rains, it pours.
Oh,
73.
Isaac Seumalo. Isaac Seumalo with a false start. When it rains, it pours.
you guys can't catch a break.
Again, losing football.
To quote the late
Listen,
John
15.
Madden on one of his video games, you got to wait till the ball is snapped.
Right?
Oh,
Quick pass up to Najee. Oh, he's fighting. Extra yardage.
It is what it is at this point.
Down to 2:10 to go in the third, 28-14.
I mean, at least in my pick'em tournament, you can still choose game of the week. You can still
Rush.
choose it.
And he'll throw it away
You can,
again because no one's open.
I mean,
Get open, guys.
2 seasons ago, I decided to try something new than my show, like bringing in the trap game of the week and bringing in the rivalry of the week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know some parts from my show got inspired into getting added to Max picks video every year.
3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Rush throws, caught Pickens, first down.
And I still think Bengals.
Cincinnati goes between Sid and Big Ben. Man, that's a hard one. It's tough because I narrow it down to 2 things, man. I take a look at who they are as a player, and I also take a look at who they are as a person. Okay, I obviously love Big Ben, the quarterback, but I'm just going to tell it like it is. Outside of the rape allegations, Ben is not really the most likable person. He really isn't. But he was a hell of a quarterback, okay? He was clutch, liked playing under pressure. The guy was just a straight-up winner, okay? But Sidney Crosby, that guy is absolutely adored in Pittsburgh, okay? And I'll say this. As much as I love Sid, Pittsburgh's the wrong city for him. And what I mean by that is that he plays in a city to where if you are a superstar and if you are a legend, people will kiss the ground that you walk on. If you're a scrub, people are going to hate you there. Like they're going to show you no leniency whatsoever, no decency at all. There's no in between. And obviously Sidney Crosby, he's one of the greatest hockey players of all time. In my opinion, he's top 10 all time. He's top 10. So I love them both. Don't get me wrong, but I think I like Sid just a little bit more. Yeah, exactly, Steelgoat. That's another thing, like he did hold the team hostage for a little bit. I think Sidney Crosby knows the situation that he's in, and he knows that he was put in a bad situation because of our GM. He can't help that. Big Ben had every opportunity to walk away, but he did it just for the money. All right. That's why I put Sid slightly above Ben. It's really close though.
Question: If you guys were playing us, would you had a better chance against us than tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
I really don't.
Absolutely.
And Russ is going to get sacked on 3rd and 8 because once again He still thinks that he's 24 years old and he can run away from pressure and he can use his legs.
That one's on him.
What a joke.
That was on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
More importantly,
Dude, just retire.
It was
Just retire, dude.
It was a linebacker blitz too. It was a linebacker blitz.
Well, I think he's a Hall of Famer, but he's hurting his case.
He ran right into it. He ran right into it.
Mac, if it were up to me, who I think the Bengals should take if the 17th overall pick, I think it's Tyreek Williams. He's high on my list. Because
just retire.
I mean,
for real, just retire.
We did draft a right tackle of the future by name.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, like seriously, just retire, dude. You're not coming back next year. Denver paid your entire veteran minimum this year, okay? You're not coming back next year. You may as well just retire.
Can somebody please get rid of that troll?
As a matter of fact, he shouldn't even be on the field right now. The third quarter's over with. You're down 14 points. There's no way your team's coming back, okay? Take Russ out of the game, put Justin Fields in for the rest of the game. I mean it.
Yeah, at least see what you have in him.
I mean, what else do you have to lose? You fell behind 21-0. You're down 2 touchdowns. What have you got to lose? And that's what I said in my pregame, if you want to call it that. Imagine going into the playoffs just to see what you have at quarterback. Like, what fan base does that? It's disgraceful. It's laughable. Joke. We're winless since his stupid extension talks. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know,
man, I remember after the AFC Championship in 2017. I remember after the game, Big Ben was considering retirement after the game. Looking back at that now, I think he probably should have. I think he just said that because he was just trying to get like the younger players' head on straight after the game because we played so badly in that game. But looking back on it now, I think he should have really, because 2017 and 2018 were the last two good years that Ben had. And then he got hurt in 2019, and he basically became a check down merchant for the last 2 years of his career. I think he really should have retired after that championship game. No cap, man. Because I'll tell you, if he did retire, we could probably have a younger quarterback right now. I'm not kidding. I mean, look at all the talent that's come out of the quarterback room since 2017. Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, Burrow, Hurts. The list goes on and on. I'm dead serious, man. If Ben really retired like he said he was going to after that championship game, we could have a younger quarterback right now, and we could be a Super Bowl contender right now. I'm not kidding. So it's the fourth quarter, 28-14. Ravens have the ball from the 17, hands it off to Henry. A little bit of a big hole right there, but he's going to get stopped short of the first down. I can't lie. The reason I have a little distaste for Ben, like he just was like me. Yeah, he was very selfish at the end of his career. He was. He was. Are you guys still on?
Yeah, I'm here. I think Dashy went somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys left or if it was my Wi-Fi. But
no. I'm sorry, right here. I'm just trying to get a stream up because like everything is just like going down now.
Sorry about that.
You're not missing much. It's Thursday.
I mean, you know how hard it is when you have stuff to do and your own family has a basketball game in 7th grade. You have to go there to watch your family members play. It's hard. It's hard.
It's a fun thing to watch though.
I'll give you that. It's a fun thing to watch.
3rd and 3. Lamar throws Justice Hill first down, steps out of bounds. You know who else? You know who else needs to retire? Steel Goat, Cam Hayward. He needs to retire too.
And he's one of the Steelers I actually really, really respect and like because, you know, obviously being a Buckeye, but not even because of that. He's just hell of a leader. But
have I ever been to a basketball game? Yes, I have. I've been to a couple of them.
I wanted to go to the actual NBA game.
Yeah,
I've been to a men's college basketball game and a women's college basketball game.
Yeah, I've been to 2. I was at one earlier this year against the Lakers in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah. And then I went in LeBron's last year in Cleveland when they played the Raptors and they blew them out by like 40. So, yeah, both games I've been to have been Cavs wins by blowouts.
Mm-hmm. 2nd and 7, handoff to Henry. To about the 37, 3rd down. Thank God the season's almost over with.
Well, at least you get stress-free football now next week, right?
Yeah. As long as the Ravens don't win the Super Bowl, I don't care who wins it.
That's how I am. I just didn't want to, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't want a division rival, so I don't want the Ravens.
Yeah. I don't. I hope they don't win it because, like, I am superstitious in some areas with football, and I noticed a pattern with the Ravens. Every year since 2000, they've won the Super Bowl every 12 years.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope they don't win it. But I also saw a similar one with the Packers. Okay, every year since 1996, the Packers won the Super Bowl every 14 years. 96, 2010, 24. Okay, so to me, one of those is going to break this year. I hope it's the Ravens.
Mac, you should check out what I just posted on Facebook on the AFC North Trash Talk group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4th and 1, they're going for it. They're going to do a tush-push first down.
I think I don't understand it. Why can't you just go for it on 4th down instead of punting it?
Because Mike Tomlin has no balls. That's why. He has no balls. He has no fundamental. He has no football IQ. He has no football sense. That's why.
If you guys would have an offensive-minded head coach, he would have went for it on 4th and inches.
Yeah, you think a coach like Dan Campbell's going to punt it on 4th and inches?
No way.
No. Do you think Zach Taylor would punt it on 4th and inches?
Yeah, he's a pussy.
Yeah, I don't even think Dan Campbell even knows what it means to punt.
Yeah.
Why do you think I get on Marvin Lewis's case about punting it on 4th and fucking inches instead of going for it?
I know. Those are soft coaches.
Penalty on us. Who cares?
What is it? A personal foul?
Yeah. Who cares? Game's already over. It's just 10.5 minutes away from being official.
I'm not going to bother laughing at the Steelers tonight.
I know there's 5 mutual teams we would all die together if they won. Ravens, Browns, Cardinals, Cubs.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately, the Cardinals have won 2 in my life. So
yeah.
At least
and they got incredibly lucky in both of them.
Predictable, right?
Mac and I can agree on one thing. we can't hate on Boston Red Sox from stopping Cardinals from winning 4 World Series.
Yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I don't hate the Red Sox. I applaud them for beating St. Louis's ass twice in the World Series.
I don't hate them, but I never liked them.
And speaking of 2004, that's when I started watching the Reds.
I started watching the Reds like 2011, 2012, around there.
2001 was when I became a Bucks fan. That was when PNC Park opened.
Yeah, you've been a fan longer than I've been born.
Was when I first started watching the Reds. I've watched the Reds full time since 2006. I started watching the Reds in 2000. But I will never forget the first Reds game I watched in 2004 against the Cubs.
Yeah.
In Wrigley.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of Reds Pirates games, and they've been pretty fun to go to.
I have actually never been to a Reds Pirates game. I never have.
I mean,
and I don't even hate. Like, it's like when the Cardinals are in town, I just want to beat them. Like, Pirates, I don't hate. Like, I mean, they're just rivals to me.
I've been to a lot of Pirates. I've been to a lot of Pirates.
I've been to 2 Reds Pirates games where we won.
Look at that! They just showed Mike Dumlin on the sideline with that sad look on his face.
I mean,
yeah, that's the face he makes when the Steelers are in a big game. Yeah,
the big eyes.
Yeah, you think Bill Cowher standing on the sideline with that look on his face? No, he's probably cussing the whole team out.
In the second,
you think Chuck Noll did that? No.
Nope.
Oh, they were incomplete.
Yeah. That's what Mike Tomlin does.
And that second Reds Pirates game I went to watch, my favorite all-time Cincinnati Red, Ken Griffey Jr. walk-off homer.
Since the editor says I'm with you guys, I don't.
Oh man, yeah, I loved Ken Griffey Jr. He was my favorite. I say it all the time. He was my favorite baseball player that I've seen. I loved Ken Griffey Jr.
I mean,
yeah, he's up there for me too. I think he's my favorite. I think I'd have to agree with you.
I mean, if Mac and I probably bet you if Mac and I were meet at a Reds Pirates game in Cincinnati, I could pretty much tell you I pretty much will have his back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, like both teams have sucked, so there's no like really hatred. They're like the same team, just in different cities. And
besides, I went to Reds Cardinals game in 2017, the first of 2 Reds Cardinals games I went to. I saw history.
You saw the Jeanette 4 home run game?
Yep, live and in person.
Amazing.
Live and in person.
Yeah, I watched that from home. It was such a great game, and just the fact it came against those fuckers, like it felt so good.
Live and in person. And guess what? Nobody's gonna take that away from me. And nobody should.
Nope.
Yeah. I've been to a lot of Pirates Cardinals games actually. I've been to one in Busch too. And like for as much as I hate the Cardinals, I will say Busch Stadium is actually a nice stadium.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. I just freaking hate their baseball team, but yeah, I will say Busch is actually a nice stadium.
I honestly I've been to 3 Reds Cardinals games and we've won all 3, but I just find it hilarious how like in 2022 we were terrible and we still beat them pretty good. So it's like it feels good to be 3-0 against the Cardinals in person.
Yeah. Yeah, Bucks won a couple times. That game I went to at Busch, the Bucks clobbered them like 14-5. Kutch hit like 2 homers. That was in the 2012 season, I think.
I went to the Reds Dodgers game on my birthday last year and we won.
Oh yeah, that was a sweep. I remember I went to the India Grand Slam game.
I went to the game the day after, which was on my 30th birthday. I'm planning on going to the Reds game on my Cubs game on my 31st birthday this year. It's in Cincinnati. And by the way, I went to the Reds Cubs game in 2017. We won that game.
Yeah. I did go to a Pirates Reds game in 2014. We came back from like 5-1 that game in the 8th inning. That was probably my favorite in-person game. But
oh God, Mr. Dumbass Ray Lewis.
Oh yeah.
Himself. And you know how Hog Talks. You know how Mac and I feel about Ray Lewis.
Oh, I'm with you, dude. I don't like him.
Yeah.
I mean,
They built a statue of that guy, even though he's a murderer.
Friggin' murder.
Yeah.
I mean, they
And they have the audacity to say that we cheered for Ben. Like we cheered for Ben as a football player. We really don't like him as a person.
And also, they just had a ceremony for Ray Rice.
Yeah, a guy who knocked his fiance out.
Yeah.
In the elevator, yeah.
Shut
Yeah,
the,
but
Baltimore's such a crap
we're the
city.
classless ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
No, Baltimore's such a crap city. I just don't like.
They run down by contact.
Pickens.
They run
Pickens
down by
fumbled the
contact.
ball.
They run down by contact. They run
I think
down
he's
by
down.
contact.
Yeah. The whistle blew. Still dropped the ball. Oh, I don't get the ball enough. Yeah, that's why right there. That's why.
I mean, last week
You're a selfish player too. That's why.
you want to know why Pickens was held to 0.
Oh, there's a nice catch.
1 reception to 0 yards by our defense last week. Get this, we held them in check the entire game.
Yeah, we couldn't get anything going on offense either.
Yeah, Pickens was a disaster last week.
10 days of rest. You don't have to go anywhere. It's a home game, and you only put up 17 points. I mean,
yeah. No, that Pickens was a disaster. I was like, what the hell happened to him?
You beat us and me had a longer rest back in Cincinnati. We beat you and you had a longer rest in Pittsburgh. So there's that.
Yeah.
Do I hate the Brewers too? Since they have I'm just tired of losing to them.
Yeah.
Same here. And they're my third most hated team in the National League. Guess who's my third most hated team in baseball? The freaking Astros. They were the Cubs before the Cubs in the NL Central.
I don't hate the Astros.
Or you're lucky.
And that's gonna be flags are all over the place.
I only hate
false start.
I only hate the Cardinals, Cubs, and Red Sox. I don't really.
Call me crazy, but since the Astros moved to the AL, I really don't mind them as much.
No, anymore. I agree. Yeah.
And nowadays, I know I get a lot of hate for this, but I actually kind of like the Astros.
Because with you.
To me, I'm the type of guy to where I like rooting for the villain in movies. I like seeing the villains succeed. The Astros are like the villains of baseball. I kind of root for them. And Russell Wilson gets sacked on 2nd and 15. Good job, good job, Grandpa. Good job getting sacked on 2nd and 15.
I'll tell you, I loved Carlos Correa because he was the villain, of the team, the franchise. I was a huge fan of him.
It was Project Jones who didn't keep him off. It was Project Jones whose fault there. You didn't keep him off. Keep him off, Gross.
Look at that. Four sacks. Ravens lead in sacks 4-1. 1 sack for the entire defense.
I go for it. I go for
it. And this is with a healthy TJ Watt. I
go for it here. I go for it here.
Just go for it. Go for it. What have you got to lose? 4th and 15. Go for it. Run a go route. A go route. Do something. You got nothing to lose.
Hey, in case you guys didn't see,
at least try.
Content this week. Tyler said angry Falcons fan. I don't blame him.
4th and 15. Russ is going to launch it down to the end zone, and it's nearly intercepted. Should have been picked off. At least you tried.
Yeah.
At least you tried. Threw it into triple coverage. Should have been picked off.
Yeah. Earlier this week on 8 Peso 90 show, Paying Game Pick'em, LC Moses did pay his bet to me. I have him singing Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. Of course, he has to pick a Bengals song.
Yeah. I'm not much of a betting person anymore, but especially against even if you know what my definition of a fake fan is? It's someone who bets against their own team. Okay. As much as look, my teams frustrate me to no end, one thing I would never ever do is I would never bet against them, even if I know deep down inside in my heart of hearts that it's a for sure thing. I would never bet against them.
I mean, I'd never bet against my own teams at all.
Nope, I would never either.
But when I picked against my own teams, I don't root for them to lose.
Pick doesn't mean like you want them to lose.
You know me, Mac. I never root for my teams to lose unless we're tanking for someone.
Yeah. I mean, if you're rooting for them to tank, I understand that. I say it's warranted there. If your team has no shot whatsoever and you're rooting for them to lose to get better to tank to get the draft capital, I understand that. I think that's justified. If you're rooting for them to lose so your narrative looks right, no.
The reason I wanted us to lose to you guys in week 15 on Monday Night Football because I want to get higher draft capital.
Here's the thing. The only time I ever remember rooting was against the Cincinnati Bengals was the Miami Dolphins 2019 game. That's the only time.
Yeah. Cody Hankins, it is 28-14 Ravens. Yeah. 6 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, I'm stupid. I didn't put that up there. Right.
I mean,
honestly, if you remember on my old channel, like I was rooting for the as much as I hated it, I was rooting for the Pirates to lose as much as they could to get draft picks. You know,
that's totally fair.
They had back-to-back 100-loss seasons.
Like even when just losing in general, it's like even when we were 4-8 this year, I'm like I still want them to go 9-8. I said that exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted us to go 9-8 and lose to Dallas.
Yeah, but looking back on it now, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? Because these are the players that we drafted and that we tanked for all this year for 5 years with Ben Cherington, and the rebuild is looking like a total failure.
Yeah.
Entering this drive.
So basically, what are you going to do now? Like, what are you going to do now? Are you just gonna like blow it all up and tank again? Then like, what the hell's the point? You just wasted 5 years.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just can't root for like wins just help. Like wins are just I just like wins, So like that's all I care about right now. Like,
why do you think I told Ohio Game Talks
2nd and 8 or more, close to the first down marker?
I told the Buckeyes to win a natty this year or in football, win a natty this year or else.
Right.
Why do you think I said that, Matt?
Because even if you say that, even
your
if
best
you're like,
chance to win it.
Yeah. Like, we could be like, okay, even if let's say I just don't get the point because like unless it's like a generational prospect, like.
Lamar's telling the crowd to stop the MVP chants.
I don't blame him. I would do the exact same thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's right. It's 3rd and 1. If it was 3rd and 1 for the Steelers, then absolutely the crowd would be going ape shit. But like, yeah.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
You saved the MVP chance for after the game.
That's the thing. I sit back. I call Lamar Jackson a playoff choker, which I still think he is, unless he wins a Super Bowl. Literally, that's the only way I'll stop saying that he's a choker. But you know what? He's a smart quarterback. He knows what he's doing.
I love using, to quote you, Lamar Jackson is a running back who plays quarterback. That's one of my favorite Mac quotes of all time.
Yeah. Ritwick says hockey season now. Go. Dude, it was hockey season last week. I just want to get ready for the start of baseball season.
Yeah. I'm enjoing basketball, but I need baseball here too.
Yeah. Yeah, and to make my night even worse, the Pens really stunk it up at home against the Senators. Got shut out 5-0 to them.
Oh, you want to know what? Ducks lost worse than the Penguins did. We got shut out 6-0 by Philly. In Philly, I knew we were going to lose that game. I That's it.
Lamar throws complete. And there we go again. No football IQ. Mark Andrews makes the catch, falls down, whistle wasn't blown, and the defender's just standing there.
There's a flag on the play, though.
Defenders, it doesn't matter. The defender is just standing there when Mark Andrews makes a catch. He falls down. Whistle was not blown. Pin him down.
Joey Porter Jr. again for holding.
Again, Joey Porter Jr. again with holding. And, yeah, like that's exactly what I'm talking about. No football sense. No football IQ. He made the catch. He fell down. You are taught in frickin' Pop Warner to play to the whistle. Okay? He made the catch and fell down. Pin him down. He almost got a first down. Granted, they got the first down anyway because of our frickin' scrub-ass corner, but still, pin him down. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, I don't know if you guys watch Mortal Kombat movies, but the second Mortal Kombat movie is about to come out. I'm planning on watching it later this year.
In Pittsburgh, Mac, how do you think hatred ranks in Pittsburgh? I would say Flyers. It's hard because like there's different generations of Steelers and Bucks fans, because like if you're probably about like I would say a boomer or a Gen X, you're a Pirates fan and you're a Steelers fan, your biggest rival in baseball were probably the Reds, Braves, and Mets and the Phillies. But if you're millennials to like Gen Z, your biggest rivals were the entire NL Central. And then basically it's kind of the same with the Steelers. Steeler fans of all ages should be hating the Browns and Ravens. But like Steeler fans who are like my dad's age, the boomers and the Gen Xers, they grew up with the Raiders as their biggest rivals and the Oilers. With millennials and like Gen Z, they grew up with the Ravens and Patriots, so it's difficult, But I think everyone, because the Pens were founded in 1967, I think Pens fans of all ages, I think all Pens fans can say Flyers and Capitals,
Oh my God.
It's difficult,
Younger generation, yeah, it's Flyers, Ravens, Browns, Cardinals, probably those teams, yeah.
Yeah,
I never had.
Yeah, like with me, Elephant, like I'm a tail end millennial, so like I grew up with the Pats dynasty. I grew up with
Same here.
With the Ravens.
I was a millennial. I'm a millennial.
The Raiders and Browns have been god awful in my lifetime, so like it really. I mean, the Raiders have always given us a lot of trouble for some reason, but like we always beat up on the Browns, so like. There you go, right there.
Yeah,
I agree with Mac. Here, I'm also a millennial. Oh, I had to live through it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think older Bengal fans, they definitely hate the Browns the most, but because like Paul Brown and all that, But
younger Bengals fans like myself and Ohio Game Talks, we hate the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean,
well, you saw my reaction. you saw my reaction there. I'm sorry. I had to disagree with whoever posted that. Marcus Freeman will not be the Steelers' next head coach. I'm sorry. Do you not see how bad college football head coaches are in the NFL these days?
Nope.
Porter and Pickens penalty brothers.
Porter and Pickens penalty bros. Yeah, should be opened right up to Permanis.
I just wish somebody would take one day off Ohio State's hands, so I don't have to scream at him every single week anymore.
No, we get one more win, then he should stay.
Skeeta Man says Steelers suck. Yes, we do. I'm not gonna disagree with that. We suck.
If we lose
5 straight losses to close out the season.
If we lose to Notre Dame, I'm done. All right, I'm just
if we lose
done.
to Notre Dame, I will off myself. I will not. It'll hurt so bad. I know Notre Dame's a great team, but like losing in the finals, man.
We're at the 2-minute warning. You know what? Just take knees.
Bro, I can't
take knees. Just end it. Just take knees. 2-minute warning. everything else is garbage time. Just end it. Are they taking knee? Well, it's 1st and 10. I mean, they may as well, but knowing our dumbass head coach, he's going to waste the timeouts.
If I'm Roger Goodell, I
No,
should have. I
They're
need.
not taking a knee.
Here's
Hand
why.
off to Justice Hill.
Here's what I think NFL needs to do.
What are they doing? Are they going to force Tomlin to use his timeouts? It looks like that's what they're doing.
Here's what I think needs to happen. The NFL needs to add the penalty box and make the player stand in the penalty box for 5 minutes. I think that needs to happen. That's just me, though.
Yeah. Tomlin, we expect to be back here and get blown out by 50 again. Thanks, guys. See you in September. All I can say is this. Thank God my wedding is on September 7th. Yeah. And it's on a Sunday. It's on a Sunday.
Poetic.
So hopefully we play on a Sunday. So hopefully we play that day so I don't have to worry about missing a game.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll play Detroit that game. Maybe we'll play Detroit to open up the season if they don't win the Super Bowl.
Or maybe you'll play us, or I don't know.
I mean, we've only played one time in week 1.
Yeah. Lions are absolutely going to dog walk us next year. Won't be close.
I think they're going to beat all of us.
Yeah, Detroit should sweep this division. No,
I actually think
Detroit should sweep this division.
Seriously.
Who do you
we may get lucky against Minnesota, but no, we are not beating Detroit. Forget about it.
I can see you guys beating Green Bay.
We probably would stand a better chance against Detroit because they haven't beaten us since '92. They always struggle against us.
Yeah, but they're also a different team now.
Yeah, we may be a different team once we hire a right defensive coordinator.
We'll
have the Lions at home, Vikings on the road.
Yeah. So next year, this coming season, we have outside of the AFC North, obviously. I saw this on Facebook. So we host the Colts, so that's going to be the 4th year in a row that we play the Colts.
Right.
But they've won the last 2 against us.
Which is weird because the Steelers kick them all the time.
So we host the Colts. We play the we're at the Chargers.
We're hosting the Jaguars and we're at the Broncos.
This is just the AFC. Okay, so we host the Colts. We're at the Chargers. And then the AFC, I believe the AFC North plays the AFC East next year.
They did. We do.
So I think we host the Dolphins and the Bills.
You do.
We may be able to beat one of those teams, and I would say it's the Dolphins.
100%.
Just because they're absolute crap without Tua, and they're kind of mediocre with him. And who knows where Tyreek Hill's going to go. Buffalo, we're getting destroyed by the Bills. No question about that.
We played Buffalo in Buffalo. We got to go to Miami.
Yeah. And then
we're probably losing Miami, but I expect to beat Buffalo.
We go to Foxborough. We should win that game, but we can't beat the Patriots for some reason. Even when they suck, we can't beat them. We go to New Jersey to play the Jets. We should win that game.
Jets come here.
And then I believe we play the NFC North. We play the NFC North. So if I remember right, we would host Minnesota and Green Bay.
You do. We gotta go.
I think we could probably get lucky against Minnesota, maybe Green Bay, just because I think Green Bay's very inconsistent. Detroit, forget about it. We are getting absolutely blown the hell out by them. And then Chicago, we should be able to beat them. And I think the NFC West team we play is Seattle.
You do. We got to play Arizona. Yeah. Detroit, Chicago comes here.
Lions
and that's going to be a first down, and Ravens should just knee it out here.
All right.
Ravens should just knee it out here.
Well, I'm gonna try to get out of here because I gotta get some food, get something in my stomach.
I'm going to go ahead and make my post game, and
appreciate you guys joining. Though, man,
concludes yet another disappointing season of Steeler football. And let's get ready for the off season. Let's see what the draft holds for us.
I got to get out of here.
All
I
right.
got to go to bed
right.
early because
All right,
Guys,
thanks
thanks
for
for
joining us.
having me
snow
on.
blow in the
Of
morning.
course, of course. See you guys soon.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Take it easy.
Take it easy.